Wait a minute. Tell me this is actually working. Oh, snap. Snap a dang doodle. I am so excited. I think we are live. I think the camera's working. I think we're actually inside the theme park. I think the weather is looking nice. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me at SeaWorld Orlando, right here, right between Universal and Disney. A lot of people don't realize that SeaWorld's located almost directly between the two. Let's go look at some dolphins while we catch up. There's going to be no complaining or talking about all the nonsense we've had over the last 3 days. We're just going to have a ton of fun today. That's it. That's what we need, and that's what we like. Oh, look at these beautiful dolphins. Anybody speak dolphin? Tell them to come on up, say hi. Oh, well, hello. See, I don't know, are we allowed over in that area where they're all popping up? Oh, it's roped off, that's why. Let's see what's happening with some dolphins.
You guys are probably hanging around for that 3 o'clock baby dolphin bottle. Now that will be happening again right here with me. My coworkers on the far side of the habitat are going to be hanging out with our 3 adults and 1 juvenile that also lives here in the pool. But Ridgeway is going to be hanging out with me right here in the center. So if you all can see my hand right here underneath the water, you are going to be able to see that bottle, so adjust if you need to. But that is going to happen right here in just a couple of moments.
All right, I'm going to jump off the Wi-Fi.
He was rescued last July, so July of 2022.
Just so everyone knows, I'm going to be jumping between Wi-Fi and cell service. I'm going to jump here. If anything happens, just hit refresh.
He was found and tangled up in the rope of a crab trap. If you are unfamiliar with what a crab trap is, essentially it's a large... So he had somehow managed to get himself all entangled up
Better or worse picture?
Somewhere between that cage and the buoy. Now, lucky enough for Ridgeway, he was still able to breathe, because dolphins are mammals just like us. They do have that blowhole up on top of their head, but they do breathe air. So luckily he did not drown, but he was definitely struggling for quite a while. So much so that a lifeguard actually noticed an adult dolphin swimming around very erratically. He paddled out to check, and he was the one that found little Ridgeway entangled up in those ropes. So he called the appropriate rescue response team, which in this case was the Clearwater Marine Aquarium over in Clearwater, Florida. They came out, assessed that animal, and did determine that he did have some very severe entanglement injuries, specifically around the base of his tail. So as he swims around both before and after his bottle, you are going to notice he does have a lot of scarring along his peduncle area. Now that is the area from his dorsal fin on his back all the way down to those flukes. You will also notice the flukes themselves do have a lot of damage. Now that is due to the fact that those ropes were tied very, very tight around the base of his tail, resulting in a lack of blood flow to those flukes. Now luckily again, he was rescued. It was determined that he would need long-term rehabilitation. He was transported to us here at SeaWorld. Where our vets began immediately taking care of him. We were able to support him, walk him around his pool for about 24 to 72 hours after his rescue.
All right, I'm going to switch from Wi-Fi to cell. Let me know if this is better or worse. This is picture 1.
In order to keep that blowhole up above the surface. But we immediately began treating those injuries. He was treated for mild pneumonia due to the fact that he was intaking water as he was struggling to come up and breathe.
This is picture 2.
Then he did begin to swim around on his own and started taking 2 hours. So that was a very quick turnaround for him, showed really good promise for him. And he went through a good amount, about 6 months of rehabilitation back in our hospital area, and then he was deemed non-releasable. So that is not something that we do decide. That is something that is decided by government organizations like Florida. They come in and they are going to assess animals and see if they have the life skills to go back out there on their own. Now in the case of Richey, he was rescued very, very young. Estimated to be only about a couple weeks to maybe 2 months old at the time of rescue. Just about 60 pounds. So a very, very small animal. Now dolphins out in their natural habitat are going to spend upwards of 2 to 7 years swimming around with their mothers, nursing probably up until they're about a year, and then they do require mom to teach them everything that they need to know about how to be a wild dolphin. So Ridgely, so much so, doesn't even know what a fish is. He is coming up on a year old. We are starting to introduce fish into his diet, but right now fish for him are just toys. He doesn't really know what to do with them. He mounts them, he plays with them. He hasn't quite figured out the concept of swallowing a fish. So mom would show them how to hunt, what fish are safe to eat, how to communicate, navigate their environment. Sharks aren't friends, people aren't friends, and those are things that we cannot teach him. So we are going to offer him this bottle here. In just a moment, all of our dogs are heading over to the other side of the pool very, very quickly, and Ridgely is going to make his way over to me. Now we do offer him 2 bottles about this size. Again, it does happen very, very quickly and mostly underneath the water, so there's not much time to see. So I will walk you guys through it once he makes his way over here. Here he comes. All right, so what he's gonna do, I'm gonna rest my hand right here in the water. He is gonna stick his little tongue right out. Now dolphin tongues do have a very unique adaptation. They have a fringe lining the outside of their tongue. So they're actually able to roll and curl their tongue, very similar to how some of us can do it. And that fringe will interlock and create their own personal little straw. So that is how they're able to nurse and drink underneath the water. Also, wild dolphin moms, their milk is very, very thick. Essentially, it is about 33% milk fat. So basically,
all right, hello everyone. How you doing? Welcome to SeaWorld. The only reason I'm moving away, I love dolphins. I think they're amazing. I had the honor and privilege of getting to swim with dolphins, get pulled by dolphins, hang with dolphins, eat with them back in Mexico many years ago. I am in love with dolphins. But according to the chat, the picture quality there isn't great, whether we're on cell or Wi-Fi service. So we're going to keep it moving because I want everyone to come in and see, wow, the picture quality is actually pretty decent. But this stream is all about all of you. So yes, if the picture quality is not great, please let me know. I will adapt. We jump from cell phone to Wi-Fi. And if the picture quality isn't the greatest, I would say first step, hit refresh. That's always the first step. 2, if it's still bad, let me know and I will switch it up. As I do try to check the map, I'm looking at the map, check the chat quite often. I'm just so happy to be finally back in here. You know, we haven't done a live stream here since I DJ'd here on New Year's Eve. That's the last live stream we've actually done here at SeaWorld. But enough about this big red face. I just wanted to say, if you could really help me out, since we've been trying to get this live stream done since Tuesday, Wednesday, it's finally Thursday. Please hit that like button. There's been 3 other streams with very similar thumbnails that all went nowhere because we couldn't get into the park, or coasters have been shut down and rain has been happening, but we're here, there's good weather, so please hit that like button. And if you're brand new, consider subscribing. I can't promise you won't love it, but I think we have a lot of fun here and you'll enjoy the ride. But look at how beautiful SeaWorld is. How you doing, Julio? Julio, where do we go for the preview of Pipeline? This way?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
The only other ride you guys are really trying to go on.
Obviously, one of our main objectives today is to ride the brand new Pipeline Surf Coaster. Now, there are other videos out there on the internet, and they're fantastic. I was So excited and so lucky and so thankful to be invited to the media preview earlier this month. It was about 3 weeks ago. Sadly, my father passed away, and we had to do a funeral and say goodbye to my father. So that comes way before the Pipeline media event. So I got to miss that, but I still got to go on previews this week. So whether you've seen it or not, now you get to see it with me riding it, and I'll give you my point of view. It's gotten a lot of positive reviews. We were all very leery. There were some reports that came out. It looks uncomfortable. You get locked in over your shoulder or around your, let's say, sitting down area. But a lot of people who have gone on it so far have said it's a lot of fun. It's super cool. You catch some hang time. So we're going to give it our take and my full review. I'm honest with you. I'm not sponsored by SeaWorld or anyone here, so let's do it. What I do like is on the way here, you got Kona Brewing. So great. You feel like you're already in the islands. Same color scheme. You could actually see this coaster from the parking lot when you're pulling in. Also, it should be known that Pipeline may not accommodate guests with larger abdominal and chest sizes. There is a test seat. We'll do the test seat so you can see it as well. There's the main theater where during their different festivals, SeaWorld's got a ton of festivals throughout the year. The Seven Seas Festival, then they go into Electric Ocean, they got a Cinco de Mayo, they got the Haunted one, great holiday festival, lots of fun stuff. But that is where the stage is right there. It looks like it got a little bit more love. The paint looks fresher to me. Maybe it's just been a while since I've been here. Like I said, our last trip here, the last time we were live here, I was DJing on New Year's Eve, which was super cool. I got to do the countdown for midnight. And thanks to everybody who came out that night and supported or watched live. Where do we go for these previews? Is this the line? I don't know. Let's just try it out. Stay off the dunes. I do love the beautiful sand. With all the rain we've had the last 3 days, it still looks pretty good. I can just come in. I don't need any kind of special ticket or anything except for.
I gotta be a passenger.
Well, I mean, I got that. Here we go. Just gotta show you my phone.
Yeah, you gotta show me.
All right, everyone, hold on. We're coming right back. This way? Beautiful. There is a test seat here, but since there's a line behind me, we're gonna keep going. Current wait time, 20 minutes. We'll see if that's true. There's the quick queue and the general queue. Today, only the general queue because it's not open to the public. Tomorrow is the big day. This opens to the masses tomorrow, which is why I've been trying to go on this Tuesday, then Wednesday. But we've had so much rain in Orlando. Love these big umbrellas. Has one, a beach feel. Two, does provide a decent amount of shade compared to other attractions in Orlando, which I'm sure you can think of a few. It's tough when you're waiting out in this hot summer heat, and we are coming into summer, and it already is insane. Every single day is over 90 degrees. The rain's been rough for streaming, but it has cooled it down, which is nice, where we got down to like 71 last night. But yesterday on our thermometer on our balcony, it said real temp was, I think, 95, but it felt like 111 with the humidity, which is crazy. So I'm gonna have to put a lot of this stuff away, but here we are. We made it. That was way less than 20 minutes. So I can just take all this out as for a ride?
So you would have, that would have to go inside the boat.
That's fine. Guys, hold on one second. I'm just gonna move and shake you guys around. I know which road's better than the other roads.
I like the front row if you're from the feeling, but the back row is like more intense.
So front row's got a cool feeling, back row more intense.
We'll do the front row first. Are we allowed to do it more than once?
Yeah.
All right. May as well go front row first. We're the third set of riders.
So if you missed that, according to the team member here, well, we went from third to fourth. But we'll be nice. I'm a big fan of kill 'em with kindness. So if you don't know about Pipeline, you haven't heard the hype, and this is your first time seeing or hearing about this ride, it is a stand-up surfing roller coaster, which is pretty crazy. You do have this, you can see underneath this crotch level seat. You have two supports on your left and right to support your hips. And then you have an overhead bar which comes down, a soft support on your shoulders and a hard support above that. You can see people getting in right here. We're gonna do the first row the first time. I'm gonna try and, unless someone specifically says I can't pull my camera out, we're gonna risk this camera right out of the gate and hold it the whole ride. And then I'm thinking we'll do it a second time and do the last row. She says the last row is more intense, but the first row, a cooler feeling. So why not? If you are enjoying the stream, since it did take, 4 attempts to finally get here and get a stream going, please hit that like button. It really does help. And while we're waiting, I just have to give a huge shout out to the Patreons. Could not have this channel without them. So thank you to all the Patreons. If you want to find out more information, patreon.com/Adventures by Carney. We just had an awesome Zoom call last week. We never really set a time limit. We sometimes say, let's talk for an hour. We talked for 2 hours the other night. We had a whole bunch of people in there. And we talk about everything. Just past streams, upcoming ideas, things they want to see more of, things they want to see less of, future ideas. It's just a lot of fun, and everybody's got a chance to talk. We stay on the call until everybody's said everything they want to say. It's really awesome. And you get some previews of what's coming up. So I treat it like a board meeting almost, like they're my focus group or whatever. Like, hey, we got this coming up, we got that coming up. Have you liked this? Have you liked that? Speaking of which, while we're waiting, I hope you've been enjoying the Ted Lasso shorts. It's a series I started, that I recorded a few weeks ago, and we've been putting them out every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday on YouTube, and every Tuesday, Thursday, the same video, just a day later on Instagram. Please leave comments, hit that like button if you're enjoying it. That's really how I judge if I should keep doing it or not. We have a bunch more. We have more we are set to record. But if you're tired of it, you don't like it, let me know. Or you can shoot me a private message, just to be a public, you don't have to throw some public shade. But if you're enjoying it, hit the like button, leave a comment. That does also help push it out to the masses. You never know what's going to happen. I also can barely read the chat now, but if you're new to the channel, I do catch up with the chat whenever I get a chance. So after this, maybe we'll go hit a bar or something, or go look at a restaurant or do something fun in the shade, and I'll see what you guys are talking about here in the chat, and we'll catch up and see what happens. When I do it, I think I'm going to keep it facing forward so you can see what's going on the ride. On the back row, since there'll be nothing to see, maybe I'll do it facing me and my feet, and you can see it that way. We'll have some fun with it. The skies look pretty good. We're in good shape. It's been crazy rainy every afternoon here. And the issue's been, this ride only runs previews from 12 o'clock on. And at 12 o'clock, there's always a really big line, so you usually want to get here about an hour after that. But every day around 1 o'clock, it has been pouring rain until about 5 or 6, and the park closes at 7. But we're here the day before it opens, before everybody else, so I'm very excited. We have an amazingly busy and fun day today, even after this stream. If you want to follow along on that, again, just since we're waiting in line, I'll just plug the socials. At Official Carney, OFFICIALCARNEY, Official Carney on Instagram. I post there probably the most. My Twitter is at your WDW guy. That is the mostly theme park talk. And then we have a TikTok. Adventures by Carney is the TikTok. Trying to get more active on there, because everybody's loving on the TikTok, but now it's getting banned in some states. Who knows? Things are crazy. I've also never done that tower. Maybe we'll do that tower today. Later on in the stream, too, we'll talk about a little bit of the SeaWorld drama that I went through, but we're going to put a positive spin on it because I am happy to be here. And I've been very fortunate that, like I said, they did invite me to the media preview of this. I just couldn't attend it. They did bring me out for the media preview of the Hallow Scream that they're doing now in Orlando. It used to just be over at Busch Gardens in Tampa, but now it's here as well. So plenty to talk about, plenty to see. Again, we haven't been live in this park since the time I was DJing on New Year's Eve. So, and before that, and I couldn't even walk around and hang out with you guys that day. So before that, it's been some months. It's been almost, I don't know, almost a half a year. So I'm excited to walk around with all of you and have some fun. Here we go. This is what it looks like when you're taking off. Coasters are empty. There's literally nobody in the rows. So if you don't want the first row, you can just walk on to any row. It's nice during the preview days. What's also really cool is Lauren got an email last week. If you didn't know this, if you're a teacher in Florida, SeaWorld lets you into the park for free. And also on the last few days of the previews before it opens to the public, allows you to go on the new rides. So Lauren, if she was not here, I mean, if she was here right now, if she was not teaching right now, would be able to get to ride this too. It's a nice, I love that they do that for teachers. Teachers are extremely underpaid and underappreciated here in Florida. So I love that they do stuff like that. Very cool. SeaWorld's taken a much different stance over the last few years. Obviously, I know there's been a lot of hate from that crazy movie, which I was very upset by too. But now it's like about coasters, helping teachers, having a good time. I'm going to hop in. All right, here we go. We're on the ride. Let's go! That is airtime, baby! Oh! Oh boy! Yeah, baby! Oh! That is awesome! Whoa! Leaving the ground! Yeah! Airtime! Oh! And back into the station. I'm going to put you guys back in my pocket so I don't get in trouble, but I'll pop out. We'll give a full review in a second. Pocket time. Talk to each other.
Scott, I thought you were. I like the speed. I just didn't think the next speed would. You didn't. You believed us. I know. Look at me, Scott. I can do the same thing. I'm just like the whole ride. I don't believe it though. I can't see it. This is a nice ride though. This is a nice ride. It reminds me of Boston. Like the height. I know, but like the theme. Woo! Woo! Let's go again.
Way to escape that barrel. When your surfboard comes ashore, lift your harness above your head. Carefully step out of your seat and off of the surfboard. Have the Garland Traveler at SeaWorld. Carefully step out of the surfboard and push down the seat.
All right, so as you just saw, we just rode Pipeline for the very first time here at SeaWorld Orlando. The other train coming in. We're back. If you did get if you came in during the pocket cam or the weird angle, it's because I'm not sure if you're allowed to record on this ride. It doesn't say I can't, but just to make sure I keep my good standing here at SeaWorld, is that I pulled my phone out once we left the station and put it back in my pocket when we arrived at the station. But you come out just like this. You can see it's a standing coaster. I'll give you all the things. I'll tell you all about it in a second, but let me just show you what it looks like from here. And then it's a quick launch, I believe 60 miles an hour plus. You go up and then you go into that big hook like you're riding that wave. You come around and this is the inversion right here, right? Then you come down. Right there is the big inversion. You go around a little loop-de-loop. So what's cool is, there they go. You're gonna come around this way. It moves quick. So, let's talk Pipeline. I feel like I need a beer or a beverage. I want to sit down and tell you all about it. Let me give you initial thoughts, and we'll do a deep dive in a second. We will go see other things and shows and go in other attractions. But right here, since we're in the Pipeline area, and there's the load platform and the whole ride. The seating out of the gate. A lot of people were concerned with how uncomfortable it would be because you only really have that 4-inch bar holding your bottom in place. Let's just, for this conversation, we'll call it the undercarriage like a car. It could be slightly uncomfortable for some. What I noticed is they ask you to stand up straight when they lock you in, and almost like, at full stance, so that's how they lock you in. Is that since I was standing up straight, you do catch airtime, which is the coolest part. The thing it reminds me of the most is the first time I went on my first roller coaster I remember getting like airtime was Big Thunder Mountain. Not Big Thunder Mountain, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I just forgot the name of it, and I wanted to tell you as soon as I get off. It was a wooden roller coaster at Six Flags in New Jersey. But it was like these rolling hills. Maybe it was Rolling Thunder? It might have been Rolling Thunder. But it had all these humps, right? And every time you hit one of those little humps, you left your seat. And I thought that was the coolest feeling. To me, that's what it's all about, right? Like, that's the fun and the thrill. You're still locked into the seatbelt. You're not leaving the ride. But for a moment in time, you are defying gravity, if I can quote Wicked. And I think that's really where the thrill is, and that's so much fun. So on this ride, since you're standing, when you elevate and you're standing, you really feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm not on planet Earth. I am not, I am defying gravity. I'm doing my thing. And it's an amazing feeling. But when you come back down and gravity takes over, you do land back on that roughly 4-inch padded bar. And it's, and again, it's a coaster. So, I mean, and let me say, it's very smooth. Is it a great coaster? Yes. Overall review out of the gate, great coaster. I watched a few people ride this, but I think one that most of you would know is Tim Tracker. He's a very popular person. If you don't know who he is, then that's fine. Stick with this channel. You got your new Tim Tracker. No, I'm just kidding. I love Tim. But he called this his new favorite roller coaster in Orlando, which is crazy because there's so many great coasters here in Orlando. I don't know if I'd call it my favorite coaster. One, I'm a big guy of theming, and it's very cool. The queue going on it does feel like a surfboard. The area feels surfy, but like it's nowhere near the immersiveness of like even Universal's Mummy or any Disney coaster where you're truly immersed in whatever theme it may be. Another thing for me is ride length. Tron. A lot of people like Tron. It's a great ride, great coaster, but it's extremely short. It's under a minute long. So when you factor in what the weight's gonna be, it's, I factor that in too. This one wasn't the longest, not the shortest, but still, it was very nice. I have more to say, but there's an empty bathroom. I'm gonna put you guys right here on the honor system. If anyone steals you, take a screenshot. I'm gonna be right back. This is a great opportunity to use a restroom, and I would have done it before the stream, but I was fighting so many things to get in. Let's talk about my shirt too. Great shirt, right? Be right back. I'm back. All right, so let's keep talking about it. All right, so we talked about theming. It's a cool ride area, ride exit. Not bad, but definitely not on the scale of like Universal's Mummy or practically any Disney roller coaster. But still great. Length could be a little bit longer, but a lot of fun, good thrills. I could also see some people who are on the ride and not enjoying it as much as I am, as a coaster lover, kind of wanting it to end. It's longer than Tron, but not as long as other coasters in the Orlando area. The uniqueness factor is probably one of the highest. There's no other coaster anywhere in Orlando, and I don't know where else in the United States or around the world right now. I'm not an expert, I'm sure you guys know more, but where you stand up and float in the air. And that soft strap shoulder is really neat because it allows you to literally levitate off of the coaster while being on a roller coaster. So you're like, it's this feeling of flying freely in a controlled environment, which is very neat. Just want to show you some of the signage here too. The Summer Spectacular starts tomorrow, which is why we're here today, because that's when the coaster opens to the public and all the summer festivities begin we're in between festivals and we're in between events right now, which is why the crowds are low, which is why I wanted to come this week. And also, obviously, ride that with no wait like we did. Other things, fun factor, tons of fun, love it. Fear factor, like if you're not really a coaster person, so Lauren, my other half, she goes on a lot more coasters than she ever used to in the past. But not a big fan of feeling disoriented. Like she tried Guardians, did it once, and after that she was like, I'm good. It was in the dark, and she had a little bit of a disorientation. Same thing with Space Mountain. She'll do Space Mountain, but again, not the biggest fan of being in the dark. She likes to see what's coming up ahead, see what's going on, and I guess mentally prepare for that. This is all out in the light. You can prepare. I think people would like it. I think this is a very approachable coaster. In terms of safety, it does feel safe. You have that bar between your legs. You have 2 bars on both sides of your hips, and you have the soft shoulder strap, and then that hard one that's up a little higher. So when you do leave the ground, you're still safe. So I think you would feel very safe. Wow, look at this banana. We're gonna grab a cocktail so we can keep talking about this and go on other rides. What should we drink, everyone?
Hi guys, how are you? I'm Leslie, you're Tyler.
Oh, everyone's making friends. All right, here, some of your prices here at SeaWorld. If you haven't been here this season, craft cocktails on tap are $13.99, which is a sparkling mojito and a spicy pineapple margarita. You also have the Jack and Coke, which is a frozen classic, the Fire and Ice, the Tennessee Honey. Frozen daiquiris are $14. Frozen daiquiri pina colada, Orlando Vice, which is just a blend of the two. Your craft beers, you get a 16-ounce for $12.99, but if you buy the cup, it's a $12 refill, so you save $1. 20-ounce craft is $15, and then only a $14 refill, so again, you save $1. And that's if you buy that souvenir Pilsner. So basically, this Pilsner is $3. So if you get 3 refills, you're paying itself off. Otherwise, not really. Domestic pints, 12 and then 11. 20-ounce domestic, 14, then 13. Souvenir Pilsner, still $3. They have hard seltzers. They're $12 each. Woo! And they're all Truly. And they have little mini bites here. You can do little cheeseburger bites, mozzarella sticks, and onion rings. They got some beers on draft. There is some of the bottle selection. There's your current draft selection. And they do have a full bar. Howdy, how's it going? Can I just do a 20-ounce, like whatever's light? You have Bud Light or? Yeah, sure, I'll do that. What's the other ones? What is you? Ooh, I'll do the tripping animals actually. That sounds good. No, the tripping is that tripping animals? Yeah, that's calling my name. Sure, why not? That's it. Yes. Gold. It's on my phone, so everyone hold on, don't go anywhere. We're live, sorry. I know that.
10% for gold, 5% for silver, 15% for platinum.
Wow, so that's a great deal. That is something I did not know. So depending on what level you're on, if you're a silver, you get 5% off food and alcohol. Gold, which I'm a gold, you get 10% off food and alcohol. Platinum, 15% off food and alcohol. Not too shabby. I went with gold because it was literally, I think, $10 more than silver, and then you get premier parking, that extra 5% off food and merch. I'm sorry, food and beverage, and an extra 10% off merch. I think I get 30% off merch. So, in my opinion, worth it. Like, bronze is obviously the cheapest, but the difference between silver and gold is, I think, literally less than $20 for the entire year. And you're getting an extra 5% off. You know, you go from 5 to 10% off food and beverage, and you go from 20 to 30% off on merch. Plus, it includes, like I said, that premier parking or preferred parking. I forget what they call it here. And I think it includes a few free experiences throughout the year as well. So very neat. And the annual pass is SeaWorld, the cheapest annual pass in Orlando. Paid in full, I think it was $250 for the year for the gold. There's no blackout dates. Preferred parking, like I said, 10% off food and beverage, including alcohol. I think it's either 20 or 30% off merch. You get, I think, a preferred parade spot. You get, I think, one animal encounter or better seating in shows. There's a lot I don't know because they just changed it, and I literally just re-signed up this week, which was part of the craziness of this week that we'll talk about later, because we're just keeping it positive. We're going old school ABC, baby. Adventures by Carney. We just keep it positive 24/7. This is normally the big party area. When I DJ New Year's Eve, this was like where I set up right here. There used to be a stage here, and there'd be a dance party all in this area, and the fireworks go off behind you right here. Also, when I DJ'd Mardi Gras here, there's normally a stage right here, and the Mardi Gras parade comes from backstage right there, comes in and around here, goes up towards Sesame Place, makes a loop, and then comes back out the same way. Going back to talking about pipeline, I'm talking about a million things. If you guys wanted lots of talking as I walk, you got it. But you know what? I'll give you a break with this beer. I'll have a little sip. Once it hits your lips, it's so good. Another thing about Pipeline, the location, is that it's right near the entrance, which is very cool, very neat, but also I think it's going to draw a ton of big lines early in the morning. It's kind of like Epcot, where Spaceship Earth holds its longest lines in the mornings. And if you go anytime in the afternoon, the lines are basically nothing, unless it's super busy season. But it exits, or you can come in through behind the theater, which is interesting to me. Because during some of these festivals, like the Seven Seas Food Festival, you'll have acts and performers going on here on the stage, which we've done before in the past. We've seen Boyz II Men here. We've seen Beatles cover bands. Go check out all the SeaWorld videos. I think we have a SeaWorld playlist here on the channel. So exiting, that used to be the end. That was a dead end, and you'd have to walk all the way around, come around, go across this bridge, and back out. Now that you have Pipeline, it is a walkway right to the exit. Very direct. I love the convenience of it. But I'm curious if when a show lets out, will the ride time go up a lot more? When the park opens, will this be the ride? Because it's so close to the front of the park. You used to come in and hit Manta. Everyone went to Manta, which is the ride where you lay flat. So this is going to change the dynamic, I think, of ride times and the whole scheme of the park a lot. Plus, when Icebreaker opened, which is this coaster right here next to me, I think SeaWorld expected a much bigger reception. You start by going backwards. You go forward, and there's a bit of a pump fake. Like, oh, we're not gonna make it. And you go backwards one more time. They speed you up a little bit. You go almost to the top, sweet, sassy, molassy, and then off you go. But for some reason, Icebreaker didn't really give them that jump that I think they wanted. And I believe there's a few reasons for that. These are just my opinions. Is that, one, it takes a ton to load. There's only 2 cars. You can only load one while the other one's going. And the load platform is off to the left, and you slide off to the main track because this is the track. So they're going to come back right here and into the station. So the people who are loading have to slide out to where this launches backwards. And they're going to go underneath that. And then the track replaces itself and they pull in. So there's only 2 trains. pipeline is interesting now that we just did it, and I think we're going to end the stream with it again. We'll do it from the back row. We started with the front row, so if you're just joining us, hi everyone. We are here at SeaWorld Orlando, right between Universal and Disney. They've really changed their strategy up. If you haven't been here in many years or ever, obviously it was very much based on the seas and animals and whatnot. But once they got all that bad publicity about how, animals in captivity, they really changed their game up. They invested in buying pieces of Sesame Street, so they have Sesame Place. We'll walk through that. And they really changed their focus on entertainment, festivals, and roller coasters. And it's amazing how fast they've done that. This actually is considered the coaster park of Orlando over Universal or Disney, because you have rides like Manta, Mako, Kraken, brand new Pipeline, Icebreaker. They've become the place, if you're a roller coaster fan, to come to. So now this is more considered a roller coaster park than more of like, let's go look at whales or dolphins in captivity. And they've also made a pledge to not bring in any new animals that aren't already here. So the animals that are here, it would be tough to just release them back into the wild. They've grown accustomed to feeding schedules and training. They probably would not do well in the wild. But SeaWorld has said, we'll hold them here. We take good care of them. We do the best we can. They have set up a fund. But really, they've transformed what, at least for me, somebody from the outside looking in, their mission statement, where they're calling it SeaWorld, and you could do a lot with that. You could just have a lot of water rides, or you could do things involving water, or name them after animals. But it's really become a coaster park, and they have amazing festivals with some of the best values in all of Orlando. We'll be back. The Seven Seas Food Festival just ended, but their annual pass punch card, well, there's a 15 punch card, and if you're an annual pass, you get 18. But it works out to like $4 a dish or a beverage. Now you compare that to a Disney where you're paying anywhere from $8 to $15 for a food booth during a festival. It's tremendous savings. As I already mentioned, this is not a commercial for SeaWorld. Just like to put it out there, because I know whenever we do a SeaWorld stream, people are like, SeaWorld, why do you support them? I like to give people second chances. I believe in seeing the best in everything in the glass half full. But their festivals are great. The Seven Seas Food Festival is fantastic. Coming up next month, they have their craft beer festival, which is a ton of fun. I'm a craft beer guy. And they just price it way more affordably for families as prices continue to skyrocket in theme parks around the world. Anyway, enough about that. Just wanted to fill you in on what's going on. I'm going to go try to find a cool little spot. I want to look up ride times, show you some of their cool things. Because again, it's been so long since I've been here. Yes, we were live here on New Year's Eve, but we didn't walk around and go on attractions. And when I was here working, DJing for Mardi Gras, we weren't live either. So there's a lot to see and do. It's been almost a half a year since we've been live in SeaWorld. After the Craft Beer Festival, they also do a whole festival with Latin music and vibes and food, which is great. They have their own little mini Mardi Gras, which, like I said, I worked. They do an awesome holiday festival. They are figuring it out, and I think they're doing a pretty dang good job for someone who had to go through such a bad thing. And yeah, I mean, was it deserved? Sure. I saw that movie. But if you're a family, this to me reminds me of like where we would have come. We did go to Disney once as kids, and it was amazing. But knowing now, as I'm an adult myself, what my parents sacrificed to take me to Disney, and that was back in the 90s. It's crazy. We did a lot of camping, a lot of local theme parks, a lot of roadside attractions growing up. And I always thought we were rich because we were the only people in our neighborhood who had a swimming pool. So I was like, man, we're rich. But then you hear once you come down to Orlando, you're like, yeah, we used to go to Disney 3 times a year as kids. You're like, damn, you got money? There is one ride I still have never done here. I don't think I'm gonna do it today because I didn't bring the right clothes. But Infinity Falls, which is a pretty neat rapids ride. I still have yet to do it because it's always been over an hour. It looks closed today. Thank goodness. But what's cool about it is that there's an elevator. So you go through the whole ride and then your boat takes an elevator up, and then this is the drop right here. Since there's no water, you could tell it is not running today. But there's a great little spot in here if you're looking for some air conditioning, a place to maybe grab a bite, and also a pretty decent beer selection. Now, I might just be remembering festivals and the craft beer festival, but I think there's a pretty decent beverage selection inside here and a huge seating area. Let's go check it out. Normally they have great restrooms too, but right now these restrooms are currently closed for refurbishment. And while we're inside here, we're gonna do what we call catching up with the chat. Oh wow, so they closed half the room. All right, so I'll show you what this used to look like. Beautiful here, right? You got those tanks, copper tanks, they look great. Then you got this half. Picture this just doubled behind this wall. So we got some kind of refurb going on over there. But while we're here, we got some air conditioning. We got a nice little background. Ooh, they have fuel rod swappable stations. I left my fuel rod in the car. That's cool. Let's do a classic Carney moment. And if you're new to the channel, this is called Catching Up with the Chat. Is where I am just thankful that people are interacting and talking and asking questions and giving great advice and answering questions of others. And we're gonna recognize people or just say hi if somebody wants some recognition. First of all, I thought, I love this shirt, so I wanna show off my own shirt. Gonna tap myself on the back. It's a great shirt, come on. Let's sip my beverage and let's get into this. And if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. I think there was like 4 videos about this actual video, and this is the first one that actually happened. We're gonna catch up with the chat, as Izzo says. First off, I gotta give a big shout out to the Discord community and the Patreons. And if you don't know about either one, go check both out. It's free to check them out. Our Discord is completely free. We've never asked for money, we never will. You can use it from your cell phone, your computer, your tablet, any device you have that has Wi-Fi. Go check it out, the link is down below in the description. It's just awesome, it's a positive community on the internet. Where do you find that? We talk about theme park tips and tricks, what's going on in our lives. If there's a bunch of other people here who have up and coming YouTube channels or other things or projects they're working on, we have a little channel, Promote Yourself. My other half, Lauren, is a high school English teacher. We got a book chat channel. We talk about my schedule. We talk about if you have an idea like, hey, I would love to see this video live, Pete, or if you could do an edited video about this, Pete, put it in there. And I log everything. Carney Crew meetups. If you're in town and you want to see if I'm around, you can drop it in there and I'll come meet up. Even if I can't meet up, you put it in your dates and you can meet other people of similar interest who just believe in good, clean, fun, positivity, family-friendly stuff, because that's what this channel is all about. Sometimes I get some heat when I say that, because also, like, I love breweries and going out and being crazy, but that's still family friendly. We're not doing anything illegal. We're just having some fun as legal adults. If you could, again, please hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Get that bell on, hit all notifications, so you don't miss any of our live streams, because you never know what's gonna happen. Like today, we made many attempts to go live, didn't always happen, and then finally the last one did. You would get every notification if you had that bell on and you hit all notifications. And of course, if you're able to, it means the world to me. Go check out the Patreon channel, patreon.com/Adventures by Carney. Also linked down below. Would not have this channel without the Patreon, so I love all of you so much. All right, we're gonna do what we call catching up with the chat while I have a little beverage here. And then we'll also plan our next route around SeaWorld. So David Lung, hello. Jordan Garrett, I'm going back as far as they will let me, which looks like it's gonna be 240. So Jordan Garrett, David Lung, Phenomenal Brandy, Love it. Says, don't forget to drop new likes, because again, we lost a bunch of the other videos. So if you hit the like button, you thought you hit it, just double check, make sure you hit that like button again. You got a second or a third account, maybe hit it up again, you know what I'm saying? Feel free to share it if you want someone to experience SeaWorld for the first time. You could also rewind this stream, go back and watch Pipeline again. You could fast forward and catch back up. And in the future, when this is over, you could always go back and watch the parts you missed. So subscribing is such an awesome thing to do, and it puts a smile on my face. I don't know why I pointed up here. Like, it puts a smile in my eyes. Silicone Dave, great to see you. Izzo. Another thing I love about this channel, I'm just gonna go on a bunch of tangents today because I love all of you so friggin' much. Izzo got to go hang out with 2 other ABC members. Well, we call them the Carney crew, but like, you know, just people who watch the channel. He went over to hang out with Bill and Lynette over in Pennsylvania, and they got to go on a little bourbon tasting and hang out and meet up. And I don't know if that would have ever happened without this channel, and those are the things that keep me going and keep me driven and keep me fired up. So I love to hear things like that. What's going on, Tomorrowland Traveler? My man Daniel, he's got a great channel. Izzo's got a great channel. Mr. Dave is here, but he's a lurker. And by the way, shout out to all the lurkers. Thank you for being here, whether you're in chatter or not. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks. I'm a lurker in the Discord a lot. Like, I love our Discord, and I jump in as often as I can. Sometimes I feel bad if I only have 5 minutes. I want to respond to something, but I'm like, oh, I won't be able to respond to the response. But I read it, and I love it. So shout out to the lurkers out there. Great to see Jordan, Dawn, Lynette, Mark Mueller, Mr. Dave. Jamie is in the house. Dawn is in the house. Robert D is watching from high in the sky. Watching on the airplane, climbing to 31,000 feet. How cool is that? That's amazing. What else we got going on? I also just love the conversations in here. I mean, some of it wouldn't be interesting for a whole general audience if you're a lurker, but there's some great conversations going on in here. Which I leave some of them off on purpose. Great to see Andrew here. Siva Coda, everybody. Like I said, Jamie Filippone is in the chat. Glenn Richey. Might be meeting up with Glenn Richey later on tonight. We might be doing a little beer tasting. I don't know if we're going to do it live or record it, but I'm definitely going to record some of it because we're going to be trying some super amazing, super rare, almost impossible to get beers that are the highest rated around the world. So you don't want to miss that. So I might go live later on today, or you might see an edited video down the road. Peaches P is here, says, hey, how's everyone doing this fine Thursday? Shannon is here. Good to see Shannon. Adam Schubitz, what's going on? Again, with the video quality, and if you're new to the channel, I jump from cell phone to Wi-Fi, whatever gives you the best possible picture. So if the picture's not great, I, number 1, always hit refresh. 2, if it's still bad, let me know so I can jump from whatever I'm on to the other one. Cell phone to Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi to cell phone, to make sure you have the best possible experience visually. Christina G, what's going on? Steve Marmelstein, what's going on? Joey M, hanging out in Long Island. It was, yes, very cool. We did start the stream with riding Pipeline in the first row. If you want to rewind and check it out and come back, you're more than welcome to. We are going to go back on it before we leave the park and ride from one of the back rows, because I heard it's more intense in the back, but it's a cooler visual experience up front. So we started up front, and then we'll go back. My man Irvin, one of my improv buddies, also another streamer, got a bunch of stuff going on. His channel has been promoted on our Discord in the Promote Your Own channel. He's got a great thing. Go check him out. David Lung, I don't know if he was talking about the Dolphins that we saw or the NFL, but I'm a Jets fan, for those who don't know. Don't hate me, don't unsubscribe because of it. I went through my entire life of pain. I've never even seen a Super Bowl appearance, let alone been in one. So let me have a little bit of excitement this season, but he wrote Jets are better than the Dolphins, and I'll take it. Michael Grady says, hey Pete, have a great time on Pipeline. It was awesome. We're going to go on again. I can't wait. Also super cool that Pipeline opens tomorrow to the general public. I did talk about it earlier, but I'll just say it again. 1, thank you so much to SeaWorld, who did invite me to the media event. I was away because of my father's funeral, but this whole week has been previews for different levels of annual pass holders. We tried to come on Tuesday. It was raining. Very hard to ride a stand-up outdoor roller coaster with no barriers in the rain. So it was not open or running Tuesday or Wednesday. That's why we're here today. But opens to the public. And I like another thing is that they let teachers come on the last 2 days. And teachers are also allowed into the park for free, which I think is super cool that SeaWorld does that. As someone who dates a teacher, especially someone coming from New York, you have to take a giant pay cut. In New York, if you work in New York, you're making good money as a teacher. If you work as a teacher here in Florida, it is a struggle, but it doesn't mean you don't work just as hard. So I love that SeaWorld and other places around Florida take care of their teachers, because literally that is our future. Like, I don't think anyone gets or understands. There's things you're upset about now. The people who will be voting on that are all in school now. So we need good teachers. So love a teacher, thank a teacher, take care of your teachers. And anyway, that's my teacher rant. Let me go back. I'm up to the point where I think I actually rode the ride. Rode the attraction, went on pipeline. What's the proper sentencing there? I dated an English teacher. And I used to, well, I did go to school for public speaking. I'm just a few years removed. It's funny, we have a little group chat. We have a lot of different group chats here in Orlando. And I said, 6 years of taking public speaking classes, one pandemic with my girlfriend Lauren, who has an extreme New York accent, and 6 years gone forever. Who else do we have here? Let's catch up. Again, we call this catching up with the chat. As soon as I'm done just quickly catching up, maybe we'll grab another beverage, maybe we won't, but we're going to keep going. I'm going to show you more things. We're going to go on more attractions. We're going to see more shows, and we're definitely going to do Pipeline again. So you're at the right spot. Don't go anywhere, and make sure you're hitting that like button. I like to catch up because I appreciate anyone who takes time out of their day to watch, but also who is brave enough to type something in the chat and put themselves out there. And we do have a fantastic community. And again, I still love my lurkers, but so happy you all are here. So anyway, Mike O'Grady, it was also great seeing Mike O'Grady at Epcot last week. If you're ever in the parks, this is why it takes long to catch up with the chat, is that I'm talking to Tangent City USA. Would have been the name of my channel if it would have got more clicks. Lauren is here in the chat, which is very exciting. It was very cool to do the front row of Pipeline to start. That was a lot of fun. Robert, I agree. I hate when the Wi-Fi drops out. We'll be jumping back and forth. Please just let me know, and I'll do the very best I can. David Lung saw, when we went on Pipeline, it said it was a 20-minute wait. We literally walked on. Every row was empty except for row 1 and 2. So we waited for row 1 because we were literally the third group to go on, and I went on alone. Nobody even went on next to me. Lauren's actually excited about this coaster, so I'm pumped about that. She said, oh my God, I can't wait to ride this coaster. Great to see Robert D. We love Robert D. Big supporter of the channel, so we love him. Again, thank you to all the Patreons and all the supporters out there. And if you didn't know, we have an amazing website, adventuresbycarney.fun, F-U-N. That's it. It's a real thing. Go check it out. And then there is a little bar up to the right. I recommend clicking the 3 little lines, just like on the Disney app, and click the 25th meetup. There's such an awesome slideshow that Brandy put together. We had such a great time meeting up. We're going to be doing another meetup in the fall, and I think we're going to be doing a very big meetup in the spring. But more info on that, some of the Patreons know from our Zoom call. Yes, you can see everything that's coming when you're in the front row, and the wind's right in your face. It's very neat. I did hear it's more intense in the back. We're going to try both today, but we did the front row already. Peaches says, we love the Ted Lasso shorts. Thank you so much. I decided I'd try a new series. Everyone says shorts are the way of the future. TikTok's taken over. YouTube got shorts to kind of pull people in. And I wanted something unique and different. I could be putting up quick 15, 20-second clips from around the parks and have clips for days. I am in the parks all the time. I live 10 minutes from Disney, 20 minutes from SeaWorld, 30 minutes from Universal. I could have shorts for days. But I wanted something a little different and unique. So whether you've seen Ted Lasso or not, if you haven't, you really should go watch it. There's only 1 episode left next week, and it's over forever. But it's an amazing show. It's hilarious. It's wholesome. There are F-bombs in it, but it is the most wholesome show with the F-bomb involved that I've ever seen. I think it's a great blend of comedy and just real-life lessons and showing people things from different perspectives. Go watch Ted Lasso. It's amazing. It also won like every Emmy, I think, ever. But I've been doing Ted Lasso shorts. If you haven't seen them, we have a Ted Lasso playlist. I'm up to part 5. There will be at least 20 parts, and if you like it, I'll keep them coming. So thank you so much, Peaches, for the feedback right here in the chat about the Ted Lasso shorts. If you're looking for something fun just to entertain you, even if you've never seen Ted Lasso, he's just a guy that is, he's just I keep saying wholesome, but he's just a wholesome individual that likes to see the glass half full, make sure everyone's laughing and having a good time. The premise of the show is that he was a United States college football coach that had a lot of success. And he was hired by a European soccer club, which they call football, to coach, hoping that he would tank the team because he knew nothing about soccer or European football. And the show evolves from there, and he's got a beautiful cast. It's just one of the greatest shows. It might be one of my favorite shows of all time. All right, let's catch up where else we were. As soon as we're caught up with the chat, we will move. Cheers to everyone, by the way. It is now after 4 o'clock, so if it's 5 o'clock somewhere, it's after 5. If you're watching in Europe, cheers to everyone in Europe. You guys have been done with work for the day for a while. Who knows? Today might even be a day off, and you guys are doing 4-day work weeks out in Europe. Good for you. Good for you. To my friends that have schedules like 7 to 3 or 8 to 4, happy hour to you as well. If you're working from home, get all your stuff done, but I'll have a beer with you. I do have a very busy schedule today and tonight. We'll talk about that in a little bit because right now it's about the chat, but we'll talk about me later. Yeah, the front row was very neat, very cool. Lots of airtime, like I said. The pipeline review I've already talked about, so I don't want to repeat too many things for everyone who is watching all the way through. But it's a very neat ride. Am I putting it as my favorite coaster in Orlando? Probably not number one. Would I say that if you come to SeaWorld, a must ride? It is a must ride if you come to SeaWorld. If you have a day off from other parks and you want to come here, I think this park has really made itself almost necessary to come to, especially if it's during a festival. If you're into craft beer, the Craft Beer Festival. If you're into music, the Electric Ocean Festival. The Seven Seas Food Festival might be the best time of the year to come here. Look it up. Admission is super cheap. Like I said, you can buy an annual pass for $100. Like, they call it a fun, it's not an annual pass, right? So you can buy a fun pass for $100. Annual passes start at like $150. I paid $250 for the gold, which is no blackout dates. I get 10% off all food and beverage, including alcohol, 20 to 30% off all merchandise, preferred parking. And that's $250 for the whole year. Again, you come twice, even if you only came once, it almost pays itself off. It's crazy compared to other prices where if you go to Universal, it's double that, and if you go to Disney, it's 4 times that. So you think about that. And their food prices are so much cheaper where you get these the lanyards, the annual pass holder lanyards, 18 items for I think like $50 or $60. We figured it out. It was like $4.14 an item. And that's for every drink, every cocktail, every beverage, every food item. It's so much more economical to come here. And now they're building all these new amazing attractions. It's really great. All right, I really need to keep track of where I keep leaving off because we're in Tangent Town right now. Not the part of the park, the part of the stream. Lauren, my other half, says, Peter, would I like the ride? I think you actually would a lot because you do feel safe. You have the shoulder straps. You have 2 sets of shoulder straps. One that are loose, so it does allow you to get a little bit of anti-gravity. But you have the hips, which keep you from moving left or right. And you have that 4-inch rod, which could be a little uncomfortable, but I don't think I'm not in any pain right now. Like when you first get off, you're like, all right, for like a second, and then it goes away, but it's keeping you safe. And I would also say it's a good way of grounding you. If you didn't have that little thing underneath you and you just fell back to the floor, your knees could buckle, it could be a little jolting. It's nice to have that 4-inch bar in your, let's call it the undercarriage, gives you that sense of security when you land if you need that as someone who's a little afraid of roller coasters. But also it's just nice to have as a reminder like, okay, I'm in my safety zone, and you keep going up. And it doesn't hurt. It's not like you slam on it. There's no slamming. Everything does feel very wave-like. and it's a smooth ride. Again, I'm talking about Pipeline, the brand new roller coaster, which opens tomorrow here at SeaWorld. And it also begins their Summer Fun series. Go check out the website for more information. I'm not being paid to say any of this, but SeaWorld, maybe you want to pay me, especially after some of the issues you gave me the last 2 days. And I'm giving you a lot of love. I will say this because we're all friends, or maybe I should save it for the Patreons, but SeaWorld has always treated me very well. I did have a rough time on Tuesday when I wanted to figure out this whole annual pass situation. And then once I dropped that I was a social influencer with a few friends that had very large social influences and said, well, then I just won't come to SeaWorld anymore. They did change their tone a little bit, which is nice, but I want this to be fair for everybody. And my situation was very unique from others. I'll just talk about it. I asked them to let my pass to expire in January. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to come to SeaWorld from January until May as a guest. I knew I was gonna be working Mardi Gras. I knew I was gonna be working other events here, but I just wasn't gonna be able to come as a guest. I had too much going on. So I wanted my annual pass to expire, and I expressed that to people on the phone. I expressed that to people in person. And the problem is they just kept charging me, and they upped my charge every month to the new plan. And I didn't want that. And all I asked was, I didn't say I wanted a refund. I just said, listen, I'm trying to help your park bounce back from this bad movie and all this bad PR you've received. I want to come and support your parks and tell people to come. Help me out a little bit. Instead of, for those 3 months you charged me, which was roughly $100, I said, either can you put a $100 credit towards my next annual pass, or I'll pay full price for my next annual pass, and can you just doing 12 months, can you do 15 months? And there wasn't a way for them to do that. I had to go to the second supervisor, to the third supervisor, and finally the fourth person. Sadly, once I said what me and my friends bring in social media-wise, they still didn't do anything. But they gave me enough perks that kind of are worth $100. So we'll definitely be back here throughout the year using those perks and some of those experiences that they gave me for free. Because I do think it's still an essential part of the Orlando theme park scene. And I want to support them, and also they employ me, so I hope they're not mad that I'm saying this. Because I like it here. And I think SeaWorld's a really cool place to go. And like I said, if this was my family in current times growing up, we could only afford to go to Disney once my entire life. Ever. We never went to Universal growing up because we couldn't afford that either. And I think SeaWorld's such a great opportunity for families to now come to a park that is becoming very complete in terms of thrill rides, family rides, experiences, attractions. And it would have been sad if I would have had to come on my site and say, don't go to SeaWorld. So they made up for it the best way they could. It is weird though, because it's still like, to me, even though SeaWorld's a global corporation, that like, if I went to Disney or Universal and was like, here's the situation, they would have been like, okay, we get it. We'll give you the 3 extra months, or we'll put the $100 towards the next pass. Disney or Universal would have done it with no problem. Like here, they were like, we literally can't. What can we do? But they found a way, they worked around it, and whatever experiences and stuff they gave me, we will do live here. But I do think, in terms of bang for your buck, SeaWorld is a great place to come as a family, or if you want a day away from Universal or Disney, it's right in between the two. So you're no more than 15 minutes from either Disney or Universal. I loved her reaction. That was amazing. She walked in and went, we're still drinking this beer and catching up with the chat. Then we're going to head back out. The nice part, this is air conditioned, and it gives me the time to open up a little bit with all of you, so I appreciate you sticking by me. We're going on more rides, we're seeing more shows, we're doing more things. I promise you. So thanks for hanging out. And you get to know me a little bit, if you're new, which I hope you're enjoying. If not, I'm so sorry. But there's a lot of people who do theme parks. I think you should get to know them a little bit. I'm gonna have this, it's like a meeting of the minds going on, right? Over there. Also, if you're new to the channel, I do enjoy craft beer. I used to sell craft beer in New York City in all 5 boroughs. You could say I have a pretty high tolerance for craft beer. Now, if you start doing shots of me, watch out. Carney becomes a different kind of person. But yeah, I could. Beers all day aren't an issue. I do recommend everyone never ever drink and drive here in Orlando as well. There's so much amazing transportation between buses. If you're on Disney property, you have Skyliners, monorails. If you're at Universal, you got boats. Even at Disney, you got boats. Here, there's transportation for SeaWorld hotels. And also, there are a bajillion Ubers here in Orlando. This might be the, I don't know how it's not the Uber capital of the world. Maybe, I mean, I'm from New York City, so maybe there, but Uber's everywhere. So never ever take a chance. Do not drink and drive. It's not worth it. There's also a great thing. I should list all the things on Amazon that I buy. I'm going to do that. These other popular YouTubers do that, but list the things that are important. There is a pocket breathalyzer that is almost dead accurate. I've done it with my friends who are police officers. I have a lot of friends and family who are police officers, and it's always within like 0.01 or less of the others. And you can just find out if you're safe to drive or not, and if not, what's a $20 Uber compared to a $15,000 DWI that ruins your life? Yes, people are excited about Pipeline. All right, here we go. I found where we were. Lynette loves the little jokes from Ted Lasso, going back to Ted Lasso. By the way, I'm caught up to 320 now. 320. Oh, cool. It's about to be 420. We're only an hour behind in the chat. Let's keep going. Lauren says she loved New Year's Eve at SeaWorld. If you guys missed it, it is not a park tour, but if you want to see me DJing at SeaWorld, it is here on the channel. Go check it out. I was a DJ, well, I still am. I've been DJing for over 15 years now. I've had a blast doing it. I did it in New York. I owned a company for many years. Pandemic killed a lot of it, but I have been lucky enough to open and meet and hang out with some of the best and biggest DJs in the world. Avicii before he passed away. Open for Marshmello. 2 friends. I've played some of the biggest venues. I had a ton of fun. Lived in the Hamptons for a whole summer in Montauk. It was a lot of fun. Peaches says, Lauren, I'm sure you're looking forward to summer. And she said, you have no idea. Yeah, which means we might see more Lauren on streams, hopefully. She's going to stay busy all summer. Lauren does not know how to sit still, which is probably what brought us together. But Lauren is off during June and July. We do have a 2-week road trip to New York, which we're going to be streaming and or dropping shorts or edited videos. So you want to make sure you're subscribed. And if you have any good ideas, suggestions, road trips, places for us to sleep, whatever it may be, because it's going to be expensive. Or maybe we'll go, like, if you work for a company or you have your own company that wants to sponsor this road trip, I will put you on everything, because it is going to be inexpensive. I think it's going to be a 20-day road trip. We are going from Florida up to New York and back, but hitting a bunch of awesome stops along the way, a lot of iconic places. Be very excited. Make sure you're subscribed. You got that bell on. You don't want to miss the road trip up and down the East Coast. And of course, when I do videos, I like to make sure you know what's going on, what to see, what to do, the pricing. I'll fill you all in. It's not just going to be like, drink this beer. There will be brewery stops, but make sure you're subscribed. Michael Grady, looks like fun. A great way to utilize that small space. Yeah, so going back to Pipeline, they really did fit that space perfectly, and I love how they're going to use that walkway to get in and out of the park. You're going to have to pass by that on the way out, or a great way to come in. Sorry about the angle when I was on the coaster. Again, wanted to follow all the rules. I think everyone's going to like it. Shout out again to my man Kevin out in Cali. I love him. He's been on a bunch of our streams. Everyone loves Hawaiian Kevin. My man, Jason Andrews in the house. Great to see Shannon. Let's see. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would I rate Pipeline and Velocicoaster? Wow, they're so different, right? So Pipeline, you want to ride because it's so different. You're standing. You get airtime. You do have these anti-gravity moments where, like, you have those on sitting rides or sitting coasters where you're in a seat and you, like, leave the chair, like, whoa, that was cool. But when you're standing, there's a different element. It's almost like floating. Even though you float in your seat too. I'm trying to think of a good synonym here. They're just so different. Velocicoaster, I would say, is straight up intensity. intensity and smile and laughter because it just nonstop. For those who don't know, Velocicoaster or Universal only accelerates. It never slows down. Every time you hit let's call it a booster, the magnets, but we'll call it a booster. The ride only gets faster and better as you go. And it is so intense, but so much fun. You're like, how is this still happening? This is crazy. And you can't stop smiling and getting excited, giddy, and like that inner panicky. So Velocicoaster gives you all these crazy emotions that you're not used to because it's just go, 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 go. As we say as a Jets fan, it's all gas, no brakes. Pipeline is different because it gives you this floating anti-gravity, still moments of thrill. I mean, there is a moment where you go upside down, there's these turns, and there's these little, I used to call them the anti-gravity humps over at Six Flags when I was a kid. But like when you go over like one of these little bumps, you float a little bit, but it's also still fast. You're hitting 60 miles an hour on that ride and you launch at 60 or over 60. I don't know the ride facts memorized yet because it just opened. I'm normally pretty good at this. So to me, they're in two totally different categories. I would put both, if you're a coaster fan, both as must rides in each park. So if you're at Islands of Adventure and you're a roller coaster fan, you gotta try Velocicoaster. And if you're a coaster fan at SeaWorld, you have to try Pipeline. Find out the right time of day to go, find out the slower days, whatever you gotta do. They're both, to me, must rides in their respective theme park. They're just on different levels in terms of what a roller coaster is and a concept of a roller coaster. So it's hard to judge. Like, it's just totally different. I know they're all roller coasters. Let's say this was like a pageant, which I'm not a pageant person, but like one is like evening wear and one is like swimsuit. Like, and I won't say which is which because I don't know which would be which, but like they're just so different, but yet they're both underneath the roller coaster category, if that makes any sense. And I normally don't make any sense, but I hope that does. I will say they're both super cool. And like I said, if you're in either park, I would make it a must-do. I'm not saying wait over an hour or 2 hours for each one unless you have that kind of time and you're not in a rush to do other things and you're just here for roller coasters. But do your homework. Whenever you come to Orlando, or even if you're a local, but if you're ever coming to Orlando, you have to do your homework. You need to, one, always use a travel agent. Travel agents in Orlando, especially the right ones, we have 5 here in our Discord, which are all amazing. And I won't tell you which one to use, but like, let's just say like Stephen Newton is one of the most active people in our Discord. You ask him a question, he'll tell you flat out, like, do this, that, or the other thing. He studies crowd calendars, wait times. Hey, if you want to go on this and you have a fast pass, do this. If you don't have a fast pass, do that. But he might not be an expert on SeaWorld, where our other 4 travel agents on our Discord know SeaWorld and know Universal but better. So that's why I really love our Discord. You should go check it out. I'm not just plugging it for that reason. Again, I make $0 on our Discord. Does not affect me at all. I just love having a community that helps each other and can make sure everyone has an amazing trip. So, yes, if you're coming to SeaWorld and you like roller coasters, you must do Pipeline. If you're going to Universal and you like roller coasters, you must do Velocicoaster. I will say this, and it's controversial. My favorite roller coaster at Universal is not Velocicoaster. It is Hagrid's. Hagrid's, I think, has a little bit of everything. I don't want to spoil what it is, but if you want to see what it looks like, we have a front row video here on the channel. Go check it out. Where was I? I remember the time. Yes, now I can do this faster. Yes, obviously held on to the phone. So, yes, shout out. So, I mean, more people talking about New Year's Eve at SeaWorld. There is a video here. I am a DJ. Yeah, we're live right now. You want to be online?
Hi.
Come say hi. Where are you from? Florida, nice.
Can you tell me your YouTube channel?
Sure, it's Adventures by Carney. I don't have any stickers on me, or else I would give you a sticker. So Adventures, it's this hat right here. your name?
Charles.
Charles, what's up, man? I'm Pete. Yeah, of course. You watch a lot of YouTube?
Yeah.
What's some of your favorite channels?
Probably Unspeakable.
Ooh, what's that about?
Oh, he does lots of fun stuff.
There you go. That's me, bud. If you want to subscribe, you can. Hi, I'm Pete. We're live on YouTube. I'm assuming this is your child?
Yes.
Okay.
He wants to be you.
Oh, well then I said if you want, so you can be on the channel. We're live right now.
Hi.
Yeah. Wait, do you have a channel yet? Oh. Well, one day? I would say as soon as your mother says, now is the time, go for it. Don't wait. Just start. Do anything. Whatever makes you happy. There are millions of people that also will find the same thing as happy as you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to the internet. Do what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite ride here at SeaWorld? The Atlantis ride?
Where the drop and you go like all the way out.
Love that. So that's basically the log flume here, right? Right? Yeah. It's an amazing ride. I agree. I also think it's the most heavily themed ride here. So I love that. You get some theming and everything else. Are you a Spider-Man fan?
Yeah.
Have you gone on Spider-Man at Universal?
Yes, you have. Oh, it was little.
Oh, little.
5. 9.
It is, yeah, it could be traumatic if you're not ready. It could be rough. It was traumatic for me, and I was in my 20s, so.
It's an easy ride.
It's a hard ride.
It is not. It's fine.
Whoa, it is
Oh my
it is
goodness.
intense.
Hey,
First of
it's
all, we
not
have a
like
very
it's the
tough
mommy
mom
stuff.
here.
It's not like the mommy, okay? We're theme park people, all right?
I'm a theme park person now that I live here. I'm from New York. But like,
poor thing.
you,
I mean,
she just said you poor thing. I put out a thing on my Instagram today where it was a father throwing a kid in a pool. And it was like, and the kid said, but I don't know how to swim. And he was like, you'll figure it out. You're that with rides. I feel like that's you, like, you'll figure
I'm
it
like
out.
that with life.
With life. I love it.
We're gonna figure it out.
I love it. Sink or swim, in worst case, if you sink, you jump in.
Our family motto is, if we're gonna go out, we're gonna go out swinging.
Oh my God, I love this. I need to hang out with your family.
Yeah, there you go.
No holding back, just do it.
Figure it out.
I love it.
Right?
Well, you got my page now. Did you hit subscribe? I didn't want to hit subscribe for you. It's got to be your decision. I just typed it in.
Yeah, I can see that.
Look at that. Boom. We got a new subscriber right there. And an amazing mother. I love you. I love your way of parenting. I love it.
Well, you subscribe so you can,
Is school out already?
Today's the last day. That's
Today's the last day. Field trip day? That's amazing.
Yeah.
My other half is a English school teacher here in Florida, but in high school. So
Oh.
I'll have to tell her to keep a lookout for this man, the YouTube star coming up.
Yeah. He's going to 4th grade, so.
4th grade. That's so much fun.
Sieracki's so shy. He's not usually this shy.
You know what? Everyone's a little shy at first. We'll have him on like 2-3 more times. He'll be the star of the show.
There you go.
What's your favorite thing to do if you're not at school?
Our neck of the woods.
What's your neck of the woods?
Melbourne.
Oh, Melbourne's beautiful.
I know, you're going to come to the beach. We're 12 close.
I'm gonna have to save up that money. Melbourne is a nice area. Also, I'm very excited about the speed train because then I could cruise over there,
Oh, yeah.
hop off of West Palm, pop up to Melbourne.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
Maybe.
It's a maybe. It's a hard maybe.
I mean, it's been coming up for like 10 years already.
I know.
Every year.
I mean, think about all the rides at Disney. They get announced 10 years ahead of time too. So I just get excited 10 years ahead of time.
Okay. Well,
Maybe by the time he's 18, he can ride the train. It'll be working.
yeah, there you go.
Well, you know what, my man? What was your name again? Charles. Good luck in the finishing 4th grade or going into?
Going into 4th grade.
Going into 4th grade. You're gonna love it. I feel like that's when I became a man. That's when you're gonna take over, right? Man of the house. Mow the lawn. Do the dishes. Vacuum. Right? Right? And then mom can't say anything. You just go, Mom, I did all my chores. I gotta go out and stream. The people need me. Right?
Oh, he's going to be saying the people need me now.
Exactly. Well, you're an awesome mom. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. Your name is?
I'm Peter.
Peter.
Very nice to meet you. And you're an awesome mom. Be nice to your mom. She's a great mom.
Thank you.
See you later. Have a good day. Now I'm empty. And we almost were done catching up with the chat. But I think this is a great opportunity. I think the universe has decided it's time for me to get another drink while we're here, finish the chat, and keep moving. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here we go. Oh, once again, if someone steals you, screenshot it. It's not hard. Let's go get a beer.
Who's in alive? 66 people.
Guys, this is crazy. Again, I didn't actually get a physical annual pass in the mail yet because it just happened 2 days ago. But there's a new annual pass thing that happened today. Yeah, that you, instead of getting a half a beer, they give you the whole can if you're a pass holder. It's double the beer. It's amazing. The stream is gonna freeze for a second. Don't go anywhere, hit refresh. Something weird happens, but give me 1 second. Hold your breath.
2 small beers until July 27th.
So pass holders get 2 small beers every day until July 27th. But today only, you get a full beer for free. Why do people not come here all the time? This is crazy. Thank you so much, Geraldine. Oh, let me take care of you. I gotta give you a tip. Hold on. That's why I carry cash. You can go ahead. Where else is this free beer promotion run? Like, oh, just here's the free spot to come to get free beers? Like, oh, just here's the free spot to come to get free beers? It's amazing. It's amazing. Do y'all understand what's going on? I say y'all because I saw Phenomenal Brandy in the chat. Is that I did not take any money out of my pocket and I just got a free can of beer. Can we talk about this for a second? Although I like to drink my beverages out of cups. I'm gonna go back and get my cup. And if you guys already told me about this in the chat, it means I wasn't caught up yet, all right? Jeez. Look at this. All right, so this is the Postcard Pils. It's American Pilsner from Green Bench Brewing. I like Green Bench. It's got 35 IBUs. IBUs are international bittering units. That's pretty low in terms of a scale. Picture a scale of 1 to 100. It can be more, but picture a scale of 1 to 100. This is an American-style Pilsner, which is a refreshing and complex blend of clean lager fermentation, sweet, grainy flavor, and a solid American hop profile. Postcard Pils is brewed with a touch of flaked maize and U.S.-grown Mount Hood hops. I never took $1 out of my pocket and got this for free at SeaWorld. What is happening? I mean, I tipped her, but... It's a 16-ounce cup, so that makes sense for a 12-ounce can. Boom! Look at that. That's why I got to catch up with the chat. You guys probably already knew about this, and I didn't even know. Being a pass over here is fantastic. Cheers, everyone. It is almost 5 o'clock on the East Coast. That's pretty dang good. And it's made right in St. Pete. For those who don't know where St. Pete is, it's just south of Tampa. Still considered the Tampa area, but just south of Tampa. Magical Mousers, I just saw your comment. But I'm still going up, and we're catching up with the chat. I refuse to leave this place until I say hi to everybody. And if you're still sticking around, thanks. I know you want to go on rides to see things. We're going to go do all those stuff. We're going to go do all those things. But I need to say hi to everybody. It's just who I am. All right, I found where I was. Lots of fun conversation happening here in the chat. By the way, if you're in the chat, thank you. If you're lurking, thank you. If you're just joining us, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Great to see Mandy is here. My man Joe Lebel is here. My man Joe L. What's up? Dawn is in the house. Mandy, this is bananas. Brandy wants margaritas. We'll go grab a margarita. Joe says he loves a good classic cloak. I'm assuming, I'm not a rum and coke guy. So the thing is, I gave up soda like 10 years ago. So it's weird for me. I also don't consider seltzer soda, in case you guys are wondering. But I don't judge people who drink soda. I'm just saying I gave it up like a long time ago because I feel like if I drank soda and drank the amount of beer I drink, I'd have to buy all different kinds of camera equipment just to fit this face in here. So Brandy literally, wow, at 3:35, and right now it is 4:35, said it's AP Free Beer Redemption Day. So thank you, Brandy. I'm glad I caught up just an hour behind right after I found out in person. Thanks, Brandy. You're awesome. And I mean that sincerely. That's not sarcasm. It's like, that's why you are all the best, and I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Joey, what's going on? Great to see Joey from is here. Dawn asked, does Rhode Island Ryan work here? So he used to. We missed Rhode Island Ryan. He still watches. He still hangs out. He actually played Quiplash with us the other day. Another thing, if you are a Patreon or a deep friend in some of the Discord channels, I love to play Quiplash, Mystery, Murder Party, all the games where you can play on your phone with a bunch of people. We did it 2 nights ago, and Ryan played almost every trivia game. He destroyed us out of 7 people. He is a genius. So if you want to come play some games with us, jump on the Patreon, come say hi, hang out with us. Chef Ricky says hello from Amelia Island. I'm going to start playing more of the Quiplash, Jackbox, Draw Something, all those fun games, Fibbage, all that fun stuff more often. I think we're going to try and do that at least like once or twice a month. If you want to be a part of it, jump on the Patreon. Also, I'm a big fan of board games, so we play on Board Game Arena at least once a week. Different games like Azul, Catan, Wingspan, Seven Wonders Duel, Splendor. If you like any of these games, come play with me. I'm a big board. I love games. It's fun. If I'm not out streaming and I need to unwind at night, that is what I do. So we play maybe an hour or 2 games just to woo me to sleep. Another nice thing, yes, Brandy, that I forgot to talk about, when you sign up for our gold passes, I have 4 guest tickets now for the year, which is great. So when my brothers come down and claim poverty, I can take them into the park, which is so nice. There are penguins here right now. It's shut down. It's really a great deal here at SeaWorld. We're moving right along. I'm up to 3:45. Don't worry, friends. We're moving quickly. If you're enjoying the stream, please hit the like button. Let's try to get 100 likes, and then we're just going to keep going. Michael Grady says the last few times he was here, Icebreaker only had one train run. Speaking way too fast. Icebreaker had only 1 train running, and it was a 120-minute wait. Yeah, that's the downside of only having one train running, and that's what I'm a little afraid of about Pipeline. But hopefully it works out. Let's think positive. Peach is giving a shout out to our man, the Tomorrowland Traveler, also a great YouTube channel. He does ride-throughs of different attractions and walkthroughs. I combine words. I just find it optimal. And also, I always say a cool spot, if you're ever able to nab it, is to go up into the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse and watch fireworks. I think Daniel did that over the Tomorrowland Traveler and showed everyone, so it's a very cool spot. You can't tell so many people, but since you watch this channel, you deserve it. Brandy nailed exactly what I was saying about a half an hour ago. Festivals go hard at SeaWorld. The food is surprisingly very good. The pricing is very good. Get the lanyards. You will not be disappointed. My mother was here for a visit, and instead of doing like, hey, let's go spend money at Disney or Universal, I said, let's go to SeaWorld. You'll be so surprised. There's this great food festival going on. And she loved it. She had a great time. And she's not a roller coaster person either, so we got to do a lot of other stuff and shows. It was very cute. They're doing a nice job. Mandy, I like that. John Collins, great to see you. Says, I'm at SeaWorld Orlando too. Just got off Kraken. We're going to try and get on Kraken in a little bit. Robert D says, I'm currently over at the Kennedy Space Center waving to Mary Kate. Don't launch anything now. Mary Kate, by the way, is actually out in the middle of the country. But yes, our lovely friend, the Rocketeer lady, is normally here. I'm sure we'll see her next week or in the next few days. Also, the festival lineups here at SeaWorld are also very good. They also had Ludacris, who we love. But they do get some great cover bands as well as the actual artists to come back. It's a lot of fun. We're live on YouTube right now.
My daughter wants to hey guys, I'm here.
Come on in. She's more than welcome. We're on YouTube right now. You want to be on YouTube?
Are you a famous YouTuber?
I mean, I wouldn't say famous, but we do have a nice following.
Look at that. Do it. Come on.
She has her.
Embarrassed?
Come on. This is your record, girl. This is what you do.
Here, come on, I'll give you a seat.
Hey guys, we're here at SeaWorld. All right. Look, he's going to put the camera
All right, here we go.
Do it. Stand up. Do it.
What's your name?
Kinsley.
This is Kinsley. Kinsley, where are we hanging out today? Where are we? We're at SeaWorld. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Do you know where you're from? What state? Florida. Me too. Nice. What's your favorite ride? The roller coasters? What's your favorite roller coaster? The Shamu one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Do you watch YouTube? Well, tonight when you go home, guess who's going to be on YouTube? You. You're now famous. You going to tell all your friends? Yeah? Are you popular at school? Yeah? Do you have a nice teacher? Oh my gosh, you're the best. Well, I'm so happy I met you. You're a celebrity. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Do you want to say hi to them?
Yeah, who's your friends?
My cousin. Lily and your cousins? Are you going to do your hey guys? Do it. One time. It's your chance.
Do it one time. What?
What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
You gotta say it right here. Look right here and say it right here.
Do it.
Yes. You are a YouTube star. I hope you become the most popular YouTuber and then you were here first. Can I have a hug? You were awesome. You're the best.
Say bye, guys.
Say bye, everyone. Yeah.
Bye.
Wait, what does every YouTuber say? You gotta say like and subscribe.
You gotta hit the like and thumbs up, remember?
There you go. You're the best. You're going places. I love it. I'll go have fun. I'll see you on the roller coasters? All right. See you later. You're awesome. Awesome.
I appreciate it.
She does his intro every day.
What station? What channel? Take a
It's
picture.
eventually by Carney.
Gotcha.
Didn't mean to.
Oh no, it's awesome. That is the cutest thing ever.
With YouTube, and she does this intro, and it's so cute. If you would ever see it, she does hit the like button and just give us a thumbs up, and you subscribe here, and she has like a full intro, and I'm like,
Then you guys have to record it and send it to me because I will use it.
We'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I got one actually. We got it on the back.
Once you have the channel, yeah, just email me or send it to me, and we'll get her out there. I mean, I love it. You're adorable. You're a superstar.
And she's not shy, obviously. She's a little shy, but
It's weird when the camera's in front of you, but you give it like 3-4 times, you're totally fine.
Do it, show me.
she tells me all the time, Mommy, I want to vlog. And I'm like, Ken's like, you're not vlogging. And she's like, Mommy, how do I go? And she
Mine started out of necessity during the pandemic because I own an entertainment company in New York that was doing very well, and the pandemic hit, and nobody needs DJs, tents, tables, chairs, inflatables, or club music or bar music. So we pivoted and we went with the YouTube thing. We did that from home, and then we're very lucky. We've done very well. We have an amazing audience, built an amazing community. So I mean, she's gonna be a superstar. I know everyone's gonna be talking about her tonight in the Discord.
Hey,
So,
Florida's
yeah.
hopping for the.
That's why we moved down. We moved down from New York down
Where are you
here.
at?
I'm literally like 5 minutes from Disney Springs.
Okay, we're right on Cocoa Beach.
Oh, okay.
So-
No, we love it out there.
Yeah, man. We'll hook up, and if you ever come over
Absolutely.
that way,
Yeah. Shoot me a message because we love going
we
out
can
there.
reach it. I'm Ryan. This is Becky.
So nice
That's
to meet you.
Kinsley.
Love it. Yeah, because
And we're
we
gonna
still.
say, we'll tell you, we met you at SeaWorld or whatever.
No, we want to. We go out to Cocoa Beach because my other half loves the beach. Wants to move closer to the beach. So Coco's the closest one. So we drive out there, spend the day on the beach. We go to what's that bar that like you walk down to the beach? They give everything styrofoam cups. Coconuts. We're there all the time. We go to that other bar up the road that's got live music, and then I still haven't done the Kennedy Space Center, so I got to do that too.
Yeah.
But no, we love it. We want to go out for a launch. I mean, we'll probably go out there. Her summer starts, so my other half's a high school teacher. So in about 2 weeks, we're free. So we'll be at the beach all the time the next 2 months.
Well, we're gonna hit you up later this evening when we get back to the house and let you know who we are. And if you ever come that way,
Please
y'all
do.
have a
Yeah, let's
place to
link up.
come. If you need
Yeah.
to crash there, we got a big home.
Absolutely. I got a YouTube star. We'll grab a drink together. We'll have a good time.
Hell yeah.
what's going on?
Wait until she gets comfortable, because she's like, I wish I could get it on my phone real quick.
She has a speech and
Where is
the
it
hit
at,
the
Becky?
like button, subscribe. What's going on?
You got to send it to me.
Where's it
Honestly,
at?
shoot me a message. You'll see on the channel, you have all my contact information.
What's going on?
We're live on YouTube.
Dude, my buddy's got a big 38-foot yacht we all can go hang out on.
You got to do it while you're on camera, girl.
Ready? Go do it one time.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I think we just became platinum. You guys are great. Really awesome to meet you guys. Yeah, please shoot me a message. Yeah.
We'll go on my buddy's yacht. Y'all can hang out. We'll go hit an island or something.
I love it.
We got a big ass boat we can go hang out on.
Totally into that.
And y'all are welcome to
I would
come
love
crash.
that.
We'll just go have fun and fish and
That's what I'm all about.
live the life of the Sunshine State.
That's what I need.
My daughter.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a sweetheart. She got
I
two great
saw her, I
daughters.
said,
Yeah, we're live right now. We're just because we haven't been back since. So I run a DJ company in New York, but when it reopened here, so I did DJ New Year's Eve here and Mardi Gras here. So now my first time being here as a guest. So it's fun. Yeah.
Thank you, bud.
Very nice meeting you guys. We'll see you soon. I'm coming out on that boat with you.
Ryan and Becky, listen.
Yes.
Ryan and Becky,
Please shoot me a message. All my info is on the channel.
And you'll respond?
100% I'll respond. I mean, she's already my new intro for the channel. I mean, come on. I got to get your legal permission anyway.
You got it.
All right. Have a great day. Well, that's fun. I love it. That's what I'm all about, right? Friendly people, having a good time. Really good. Put a damper on catching up with the chat. We have so many more rides to do. All right, let me drink this. I just want to get a little close to catching up with the chat. I was so close. I was like 20 minutes away. Let's have a sip. First of all, big cheers to that family. Very nice family. So kind, so warm. This is what it's all about, right? When I made the decision, I'm gonna go on a little tangent here, just a quick one, a little baby one. But a big thing about moving to Florida out of New York, besides housing prices and taxes being completely insane, I was looking to buy a house in New York, I don't know, about 5 years ago. And for a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath in a decent school district was, and this is 5 years ago, it was $500,000. My taxes would have been $14,000 a year. So That's a very big decision to make. And then I started falling in love with Disney a little bit, coming down and just being like, man, everyone is just so warm and so kind, and the cast members are nice, and people on vacation are nice. And coming from New York, we're like, I'm not saying I don't love my New Yorkers. I love my New Yorkers. But just every time I came down, it was like a big hug. And I just left being like, man, why? This is what I want the world to be. I want everyone just to love each other and say hi and like these random people, which were amazing. And I say random, but now we're friends. But like, that is, and we're not even at Disney World, we're at SeaWorld. To me, that was what I wanted. And also, I saw that for $500,000 and in taxes $14,000, you could get 2 homes here in Orlando and pay $2,000 a year on taxes on each, and then still save all that extra money and rent those places out and do things like that. And that was the goal and the plan. And I was doing very well as a entrepreneur running an entertainment company in New York that did well. So then the pandemic hit. But you adapt, you learn, the world throws you curveballs, and here you are. And I may not make as much money as I was when I was making New York 5-6 years ago, but let's talk about this community we formed and we found, and all these new friends that I've made, and how people in this community have made friends within this community and been there for each other and just created something really special and magical. And it's hard to put a price tag on that. I mean, I'm sure some people will be like, it's not worth taking a $50,000 or $60,000 pay cut, but it's nice to do nice, if that makes sense. We need more kindness on this planet, and if everybody took a little bit of a pay cut, but everybody was a lot nicer, we'd all end up making plenty, we'd all have enough, we'd all do more, and the people who were struggling would have enough, and the people who weren't would have enough. It's just, I don't know, a new philosophy. I don't want to get too deep here, but as you get older, and I'm still a crazy maniac, even though I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm all about being crazy and having fun, but it's about taking care of your fellow man. And we're a global community now. It's not like America, Canada, Mexico, different continents and countries. We live in a generation now that literally, I play board games at night with people from Ukraine, Russia, China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Africa, and we play board games together, and we chat and we talk, and that's the world we live in. So, yeah, I don't know. I could easily quit YouTube and make tomorrow probably 50 to 60 grand more than I'm making now. And that's not a bragging, I'm 100% not bragging. Please don't look at it that way. I'm just saying I would rather just promote happiness and bring people together, and for people who are going through hard times, create a little bit of happiness, and for people who need an outlet, be that outlet, and for people who have a dream or this and that, like, hey, maybe it's possible. I don't know, it's weird getting older. You just see things differently. It's crazy. What are we talking about? We're at SeaWorld. Have a beer. But it's stuff like that. The random stranger that walks by and you make a great connection. And the next time I go to Cocoa Beach, he's like coming out of my yacht. I don't really like going to Cocoa Beach because I'm not a beach person. Lauren can lay on the beach and be in paradise. Read a book, listen to the waves, sit in the sun, bask. If there's not a beach volleyball game, a football game, some kind of activity happening, I go completely mad. She'll be doing her thing, and I'll just run into the ocean, float for a while, but come back. Again, I'm a guy who's got ADD, so I gotta be doing something, but it's nice to now have people like that. And would that have ever happened? Would any of this ever? We just had a DAC meetup with over 50 people from around the world meet up because of this silly YouTube channel. Now, granted, there were other channels doing meetups, and not everybody came to every event. But man, isn't that crazy? And this is just something on the side. This is just something that I thought would be cool, that I was like, man, we should try it and see what happens. It is crazy. Anything is possible, and that is what I'm all about. I gotta go on some rides and do some shows with you guys. This is not a chat like this. This is not why people clicked. But I do want to catch up with the chat because I always promise I do that, so I'm gonna do it very quickly. Please, I promise you right now, it is almost 5 o'clock here on the East Coast. I'm gonna try and get this done by 5 and get out the door. So I'm gonna blow through this, no more tangents. We're saying hellos, we're gonna answer quick questions. If you're not following everything else, please jump in the Discord down below. The link's on my Instagram, @officialcarney. The Twitter is @yourWDW guy. The TikTok is Adventures by Carney. We have an amazing Patreon if you're able to support the channel. It starts at $3 a month. You can do more if you want, you can do less. You can do whatever you want. We have a Venmo, we have a PayPal, we have a Cash App. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Commercial over. Let's catch up with some chat. Message complete. And a lot of that lends itself to the video I posted yesterday, but I talked all about that in the Patreon this morning. Whew. Almost got emotional. What am I doing? What's happening? All right, let's run through this real quick. John Collins is here. John, hopefully we run into each other. Again, festivals here are amazing. I agree with Randy. Lynette, reminding everyone, please hit that like button when you come in. We're only 1 like away from 100, so please hit that like button. It really does help. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. You're going to get more videos like this. I promise I don't talk this much all the time, but there's air conditioning, and SeaWorld give me a free beer. What am I supposed to do, right? Thank you so much to Shelly, who are posting the links here in the chat. In case you don't see a description down below, you can find the Discord, the Patreon, everything right here in the chat. Dad About Disney, what's going on? Says, man, that beer looks good. I'm at work right now. Enjoy. Cheers to Dad About Disney. Love that. David Lung said, let's catch up with the chat. 353, thank you so much. Bill Doherty is in the house. And Pete McDevitt has a great new commercial. Hint, hint. Yes, we will be doing the same thing. Very lucky to have sponsors. Thanks to Bill. He's amazing. We love Bill and Lynette. Andrew Saunders is here. Andrew Palmacci is here. Great to see him. By the way, I'm not sure if it was you, Andrew, or another Andrew, but somebody went up to Farris Films, a good friend of ours, friend of the channel, and said that he watched the channel and supported the channel. Farris hit me up with a message was like, your followers and friends and fans, whatever you want to call them, are so cool and so nice. So thanks, guys. John Allard, great to see you here. Thanks for watching. JD says, Pete, do you have meetups? How do we find out about those? Go to the Discord. The Discord link is down below. Love meeting up with people in the parks. Love putting faces to names. Love hanging out with people. You could ask a multitude of people now that we've been doing this for a little bit. I promise I am hopefully just as friendly in real life as I am here, and you can see it. I mean, I just met those people for the first time. John said, are there still orcas at SeaWorld? I know they're closing the attraction in San Diego. Love getting splashed by them. Yes, they are here, but they're not adding anything new. So they will run that orca show until there are no more orcas. I believe today there were 2 shows, and sadly we won't be able to see either one, but we have seen it in the past. Go check out, we have a playlist just for SeaWorld. You can go check it out. TLOS says, hey Pete, so happy to see you streaming today. I need a companion. I'm going through some stress, and your channel really helps. Well, that's so sweet and so nice, and literally just goes to my point. Like, that is the nicest thing I could hear, and you just helped me with something that I've been dealing with. So thank you so much. JD said, just join the Discord. Thank you. I'm so glad you joined the Discord. Thank you, JD. Welcome to everybody who's new to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, let me know. If you're new to the Discord, let me know. Let me give you your props, unless you don't want any. You want to just be silent, lurker, that's cool. I respect that as well. Peachy says, me too. I've been feeling very stressed and anxious about some pending health concerns, sending positive vibes to you and the chat if anyone has any worries. That's what we're all about here. We want to take care of others. We are about making the world a happier and a better place. Sometimes it just works because theme parks do that. But in these little chats and conversations, if I didn't ramble on here for the last half hour, I would have never met those awesome people. So I guess everything happens for a reason. And for anyone who's going through something or having a hard time with something, awaiting weird news or bad news, or going through a hard time, you are never alone. Please either hit me up, join our Discord, talk to people here. Like I said, I'm so lucky. I don't make $1 off the Discord. It's free. You just sign up, you put in your name, you put in your email address, and that's it. I don't spam anyone. I never hit anyone up. No one spams you. It's just a positive group on the internet, which is almost impossible to find. I do recommend using either your real name or your YouTube name so we know who you are. But we're here for you. And if I can't help you, I'm sure there's 300 other people in our Discord that would be more than happy to reach out and help you. As someone who just lost my father a few weeks ago, if someone's going through a loss or a hard time, I'm here for you. I'm still going through it, but I'm at peace enough to talk about it most of the time. And I'm still going, but there's so many amazing people. I really am so blessed, lucky, just to have the group of people that this channel's created. Like, you know, by the subscribers and the views, you'd be like, all right, he's an up-and-comer or small, but I just feel like our group and our community is so powerful, and it really keeps me going. So, and even now, I know we're losing viewers. We just went from 100 down to 50. But you know what? We're just having some time together and talking. Hopefully they come back when we walk back outside, but I'm catching up with this chat. I'm determined. And I love all of you, and I hope you know that. Peaches, TLOS, and anyone else going through something, I got your back. Brandy X, would you put Pipeline over Mako? Ooh. Let's go walk past Mako. If Mako's got a 15-minute wait or less, I'll go on it, and then we'll go back to Pipeline. I really love Mako a lot. And Pipeline's very cool, but I think Mako's longer. And I factor that in. I don't know. Let's go do both. We'll try and do both. Dawn says yay for Haggards. By the way, I'm at 4:30 in the chat, so I'm very close, and we're going through fast. Because a lot of it is you guys talking to each other, which I love. Christina G, what's up? Fellow New Yorker, love it. Is the picture still fuzzy? I hope not. I just switched it up a little while ago. Lynette says, so jealous of the coaster riders. Can't go on them anymore. I'm sorry, Lynette. But you know what? You're still so awesome and beautiful, and at your very young age. So you know what? You're doing all right. Hi, Brianna. Great to see Brianna here. My man Mel out on the West Coast. Good afternoon. What else is going on? We're gonna push through this as fast as we can so we can go on some rides with you guys. Jordan Garrett. So great to see Jordan Garrett. Says, I agree with this lady. I've been waiting for the high-speed train from Tampa since 2010. I can't wait too. I want this high-speed train so bad. I can't wait. I'm hoping I can maybe become an ambassador or get some free rides. Contacted them recently. We'll see if I get anything back from them. If anyone knows anyone who works for Brightline, tell them I'm a bit of an influencer. You know, we got a nice reach of about 20,000, but with my two close friends, which you guys know, Jamari and Faris, it's a much more impressive number when we say we have 1.2 million followers. So nice. They're TikTokers though. But it's nice to say you get 3 of us as a package, and I'll definitely get them on the train with me. So if anyone knows anyone who wants to hook me up with some stuff, if it's easy to advertise me, do it. If you got a deal for all 3 of us, woo, I'll bring it to them. John Allard, Pete is the man about town helping kids everywhere. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. It says picture's fuzzy and you're fuzzy. Wait, should I change it? Is it still fuzzy? Oh no. How is my picture right now? I'll scroll down to the bottom of this. Why is picture quality so poor? John Rockland says. All right, let me switch this. Is the picture quality better now? How's the picture quality now? Is it better or worse? Let me know. I felt bad that I didn't see any of this until now. Yes, I can't believe I got free beer in a theme park. That's awesome. And their craft beer festival starts next month. How cool is that? Michael Grady does say that SeaWorld has the best deals on alcohol. Also helps you get discounts on them, especially craft beers. I agree. Magical Mousers, we love you. So she gave you that free beer because you're incredibly dreamy, gorgeous. Wow. Thank you. I don't believe you, but I love hearing it. Let's see what's going on. We're almost there. I'm at 440. I'm hoping that the picture is better than before. Yes, that young lady was absolutely adorable. She's amazing. Let's hope she makes it big and be like, you know what? I was on Adventures by Carney. Brandy makes a good point. If you don't like this video after seeing that cute little girl, then what are you waiting for? D-Lo, thanks so much. This Pete is great. Please subscribe and support the channel. Appreciate you being here. Brianna, what's going on? Look at that. Jason said, I already turned on notifications and hit the like button. Killing it. Mike says, love the Brevard County love. Grim VR Wave VR says, it's me. I'm a new subscriber. Thank you for being a new subscriber. You're amazing. Boom, boom. I wish we could put on graphic. We're very excited that you're a new subscriber. We're close. We're getting there. I'm at 453. Andrew, thanks again for being a proud Patreon. You are the best. I'm a proud Patreon for reasons like that. That is very, very nice. Thank you so much. Again, if you're able to, I know it's not for everybody, patreon.com/Adventures by Carney. As little as $3. Go check it out. And I wouldn't have the channel if it wasn't for the Patreon. So thank you, Patreons. Sincerely. Thank you. Thank you. Because this makes me so happy. And I wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't have the Patreons. We finally passed 100 likes. Yes. Thank you, everybody who hit the like button. If you haven't, you still can. If you're watching in the future, you can still hit the like button as well. It helps. I think I'm almost caught up. Let's go on some rides. Let's go do some things. And thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Jason says your family is here for you. I feel like that's like a Fast and the Furious reference from this weekend. Family. By the way, I saw Blackberry this week. Great movie. So great. Dila says, share this room with your family and friends for Pete if you haven't. Thanks. I mean, yeah, if they're into SeaWorld or streams or they think you'd be into this big red face. It doesn't look too red because I think it's a great lighting spot, but it's a very red face. Better. Now someone says it got worse. Now someone says it got worse. Now someone says it was good before, but now it got worse. Not as clear. All right, we're going. Hold on. Back off the Wi-Fi. We're better and we're caught up. All right, let's do this. Thank you, SeaWorld, for the free beer. Thank you, everybody who hung out with me during this long pause. But now, it is time. It is time. Let's do this. All right, if you joined us in the last hour, a lot of talking, a lot of just getting to know each other, lots of craziness, who knows? But we're over by Infinity Falls. We were just sitting inside of the Waterway Grill. There it is. Tropically roasted and grilled meats. They also have food inside. They also have a great beer selection. That's where we got our free beer for being a pass holder. This is normally the giant wait for Infinity Falls, one of the biggest rides here, but it's down right now. Get a little refurb love. The ride does go along this river, then you take an elevator up and it drops you down right here. We ordered Pipeline, but I think I'm going to try to end our stream with Pipeline as well. You can see they're getting ready for their summer festival. Their festivals really are, I hate to say it, man, because I really do. I love Disney. Universal's growing in my heart. But SeaWorld, you know, it's got a lot of bad rap. Yeah, got some bad vibes that are out there, but they're really making an effort. And their festivals are so good. Their pricing to get in is so good. Their festivals are great. You can even see even the tabletops are getting ready for Viva la Música. They're going to do a little Spanish music festival.
They have Electric Ocean coming up. Their Seven Seas just ended. Their holiday time is awesome. Their shows are fantastic. Their haunted times are great. They have brought Hallow Scream here. It used to just be over at Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens and SeaWorld are the same company. And they've done a really great job here. And even some of the people that I used to work with at SAC, for those who don't know, I've performed over at SAC Comedy Lab over in Orlando. Some of the people I know from there have helped direct, produce, run, act in some of the shows here throughout the year, and they do such a good job. And just another big thing, like right now, I don't know, I feel like things are just getting so expensive so fast. SeaWorld's keeping them pretty affordable. Now this is an interesting name for a booth. Look at these giant bananas. I kind of want one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of want one. What do you gotta do? I mean, oh, the classic ball throw game. You gotta stay in. Oh! Come on, you got this. You got this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my God, he had it. What do they got to do? Get 2 out of 2 or 2 out of 3? Oh man. These bananas look super cool. I don't know why I want it. I have nowhere to put it. Lauren would get mad at me. I have nowhere to store it on the rest of the stream. I wonder if it would let me ride Pipeline with it. I just love a shiny, it just looks like fun. Anyway, going back to SeaWorld, the shows have been out of this world. They've been really focusing on great roller coasters. They've become, in my opinion, overall, if you were to rate every roller coaster in every theme park in Orlando, the best overall. Man, Mako's 30. Ugh. If you're new to the channel, we always look for 20 or less. That's kind of our threshold because it's not fun to watch a stream with somebody waiting in line. We'll come back and check it out because over here by Mako is one of my favorite areas, no matter what time of year, because there's also the Shark Bar. Also great restrooms right here if you want to sneak off to the restrooms. This is one of those weird times of the year where there's no festival going on. It used to be like Disney in like most of the summer, but now they've extended Food and Wine and Flower and Garden. So Flower and Garden runs till 4th of July weekend, and Food and Wine starts a few weeks later. But one of the coolest bars, if you're ever here, is come look over here at these two tanks. And here, you're gonna see some beautiful rays. I see the brown-banded bamboo shark, the southern ray, the Pacific black-tipped shark over there, a crown nose ray, the leopard shark. Again, for those who just want to see more of SeaWorld, I'm sorry we took so much time sitting there. It was not my intention, but man, do I enjoy talking with all of you, and you get to know me a little bit better, and I get to know you a little bit better, and we made new friends. And we got some free beverages, so I mean, what a win. Look at all these different wildlife in here. It's amazing. I'm not using a zoom or anything. These are this close to you. They're about 3 to 4 feet off my foot. Like right here. You could also feed a shark. Believe it or not. You get 1 tray of food for $8 or 4 trays for $25, which I believe is a $7 savings. Am I right, Ash? That's what I'm talking about, and he is way smarter than I am. What happens when you feed a shark? Do they come up to you? Do they go crazy?
No, actually. These sharks full frenzy, they're actually really, really spoiled.
Oh.
All day long, so they're pretty slow. But they will eat the food. Either the stingrays, sea sharks, or any of the fish in that food will eat all of that food.
Oh, nice.
We feed them fish, such as capelin, night smelt, lake smelt, silver sides, and we also feed them shrimp.
Oh, that's awesome. So if it was shrimp, I'd probably just keep it myself, bring it home tonight, throw it on the grill. I don't know if it'll hold up in this Florida weather, but that's super cool. I mean, granted, they're going to be a little spoiled when you have this many guests, but it is a slower time of year this month, right?
Actually, right now it is, yes. However, in 2 weeks, we are anticipating that schools are going to be let out.
Yep.
So this place is going to be packed.
It's going to be bumping. I was going to say, normally you can't even get a spot around this pool for almost all of July and August.
Correct. Yeah, it's going to be really, really hard.
Awesome. Thanks for all the info. I don't want to hold you up. My man wants some food. Let's see if my buddy is working. I haven't seen him in about 8 months, so I don't know if he's still here. Let's see. So this is a super cool shark bar. We come here every time we're here. All right, he's not working. But what's cool about this bar is that there are fish actually under the bar.
One of those.
So we see somebody else's check here. Cover that up. But you got fish.
The blow. Yeah. I do it the job. They got the right of the
Fish swimming underneath the bar while you have a beverage. And if you come to one of my favorite restaurants, we have eaten here before. We'll be back because I think I'm allowed to eat here underneath the deal I got with SeaWorld. I'm not sure. But as you get to eat alongside the aquarium with sharks just swimming by. You can see these families where your tables are just right up against the glass. It is very, very cool. It's a little pricey, but again, like, SeaWorld's always going to be just a bit less than Universal and Disney. So, and you still get the great experience. They also have deals when you come into the park, or you can combine deals, work other deals in, buy packages and whatnot. It's like the first time. Again, I haven't actually walked around this park in around 6 months. I just worked as a DJ. Like I said, Mardi Gras, New Year's Eve. So I think it's been since, I don't know, November? Since we've been live here. So a lot of people I know, I don't know if they still work here, but like in Orlando, it's weird. You become friends with people at their jobs, because even on their days off, they just want to sleep. So like you don't really even hang out with Orlando friends on their days off unless like you're very close with them or super friendly, or they live in your development or nearby, because people in Orlando work so hard. They're working 5-6 days a week, and if they could pick up overtime, which is the only way to make real money here in Orlando, they're picking up overtime. So they're working 12-hour days, 15-hour days, sometimes 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. So unlike other places like New York where you hang out on your time off, here you like go see your friends at work. It's a very interesting dynamic. One thing I've never done is this tower. It's never been operating while I've been here as a guest. And I kind of want to do it. It's so weird with no festival too, because these are all like normally festival booths right here. It's like walking around Epcot without a festival. You're like, what am I doing? Like, this is crazy. Like, there's tables, but no one's hovering, waiting for another one. You see some of the storm clouds coming in from that direction. Icebreaker just went up and down. There's the Orca Theater to the left. I really would love to do this observation tower. It looks like it's still open. Let's see what's going on. Hey, yeah, you're alive. Hey, we're doing. One show we did miss today, but I would say if you ever come to SeaWorld, it's one of the highlights. Is the Sea Lion and Otter Spotlight Show. It's very, very good. Again, it's slow season, so only 3 shows a day right now, 11:30, 2, and 4. And the park does close early at 7. But it's up here, and even just the walkway. Look how beautiful this is. There's a restroom here, and I sure as heck could use one. Is there any chance you're sitting here for another, like, 60 seconds?
Go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
You mind if I just leave this over here?
No worries.
I'm not quite sure. I don't think they're gonna get to do
I appreciate it. You're the best.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
I like made some content for you while you were on.
I appreciate that. Love content. Love the content.
Welcome to 30-second food reviews.
Yes, love it. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Some people call me crazy, but I don't know. I'm just a big believer that there is good in the world. And I trust people. Have I been burned in the past? Yes, I have. But the percentage is so low. And I believe deep down everybody is good at heart. Tower Island.
Okay, guys, let's play a game where we
Let's try it. I've never done this attraction at SeaWorld. Here we go. sandbar. What goes on here? Is this an extra ride you have to pay for? I'm learning with all of you. But a beautiful seating area, like this area. It's beautiful. Let's find out at the bar. The bartender always knows. Hey, how's it going? Do you mind being on camera before I ask you a question?
No, I don't mind.
Okay. So I've never gone on this Sky Tower thing. Is it extra from park admission?
Yeah, it's $5 a person unless you pay for pass.
$5.99.
You do?
Yeah.
That'll be free.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Get out.
I just
What?
gotta scan it.
Oh, sweet. Also, if I got like a Bud Light, can I bring it up?
You want to use that? Well, actually, sorry, we don't have any beer here at the moment. We're not stocking that.
Oh. But if I bought one from that guy and brought it over, can I do it?
Yeah, you can bring anything over.
Oh, that's so exciting. All right, so I can grab a Bud Light and come back. You guys aren't like closing right now or anything, right?
No, it should close with the park, which I think is at 7.
So if I come back in 7.25 minutes, that's okay. Thanks, Haley. You're the best. Appreciate it. Well, there you go. There's all your answers. I'm thinking I'm gonna grab another beer. Tonight, by the way, is my fun night. For those wondering, like, man, Pete's getting crazy on a Thursday. We had serious week all week. Today is the fun day because tonight I'm very excited. I'm going to see the premiere of Bert Kreischer's new movie, The Machine, with Mark Hamill of Star Wars fame and many other movies. Mark Hamill plays Bert Kreischer's father, and it is not a telling of his famous joke, The Machine, but more of a what happens afterwards. It's years later. It's a different perspective. It was really neat. I went to his show in Tampa when it was kind of his homecoming. Bert Kreischer, the comedian, grew up in Tampa. Kind enough that my man, the Tomorrowland Traveler, go follow his channel. Daniel and Tori took me and Lauren to go see him in Tampa on his homecoming show, and he leaked the trailer to us before it came out to the public. And it was super cool. I got so hyped and excited. And then he announced that if you go to the Thursday night openings in some select theaters at 9 o'clock, because it opens suddenly tomorrow, Friday, that he is going to go live across all theaters and do something crazy. I don't know whether it's going to be stand-up, just talk and say thanks for coming, maybe have some other friends there, maybe Mark Hamill will be there, I don't know. But it's going to be a live event streamed across every single theater tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. So we have tickets. So tonight is going to be my fun night. I pushed all my plans back until 10:30 a.m. tomorrow because I figured tonight's my fun night. So why not have a few beers? Again, I never encourage drinking and driving. If you don't know my history and you're brand new here, I did sell craft beer in New York City for years. As long as I'm having beer, I am good to go. I also keep a handheld breathalyzer in my car at all times to make sure I never drink and drive. And like I said, always you can take an Uber here in Orlando. So always be safe. But right now, a Bud Light would hit the spot while I go up in this cool tower.
Hey, Landon, why don't I stand in the front and get us some?
No worries, take your time.
Are they still friends? Do you know how to get to dementia? Do you know how to get to dementia? No, we're not leaving. Are y'all in line? All right. Yeah, I know. I don't want to make this up on you.
Actually, I think I'm going to do a little giveaway in about 5 minutes. So stay tuned for 5 more minutes. Might have a little giveaway. In the meantime, say hi in the chat. While we're up in the tower, I might have some time to talk to some of you in the chat. You could share it. You could hit the like button. You could subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit all notifications. Do whatever you got to do, but I got a giveaway coming. How's it going? I would just love one beautiful Bud Light, please. Absolutely. Do you do AP discounts?
Yes, if you are an annual pass holder.
I am. It's so weird because I love that this park.
Real quick. Sir. Thank you, sir. With discount, $12.15. Cash card.
Oh, you need
I wish people learn how to listen sometimes. I told you, not bad on tips till we get to Orlando.
Or really, 51.
25 cents. It'll be 25. You have 286 back. It'll make it like $3 in the bin. I got extra change.
Well, Bug gone with it.
I agree with that.
Where y'all going?
Sure.
Yeah, thank you very much. Steven, that's all yours.
Okay.
You can, why not?
When I drop it in here, I can't take it. If you drop it,
Y'all two come over here.
I'm not getting you in trouble or anything, right? Like,
I just cannot.
I feel like-
it's a SeaWorld bus. We can take it.
really? Why?
Water.
All right, well,
I think you.
I dropped that. That's weird. All right.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
On me, so I'm good.
Hey, thanks, Steven. Appreciate it. Wow, I didn't realize people at SeaWorld can't take tips. So I had to secretly drop money in it on the counter and walk away. All right, you ready to go to Tower Island? Let's do this. And let me talk about a little giveaway I'm thinking about. Tower Island, we're gonna go up here and get all these beautiful views of SeaWorld and the surrounding area, and probably we'll see some storm clouds. I'm thinking, so I've come a bit, I mean, definitely not an expert, but a minor league meteorologist on storms. I think I have enough time to do this and pipeline before we get out of here. You will see a lot of people here in bathing suits sometimes because there are a lot of rides where you can get very wet. Infinity Falls, if it was running. Kraken is not Kraken. Son of a batch of cookies. I forget. I'm back.
Me and the bearer of bad news. Scott Tower went down.
No.
At least you have a beer.
I do. All right. Does that mean all the rides are down? Is that like lightning's nearby or?
They didn't really give me a reason. I asked them if they were going to come back up, if they expected to, and she said they might, but they usually just tell us.
Will I be able to do pipeline? Will I be able to do pipeline?
If you see people on the roads, my guess is that this is down for maintenance and it's usually good to do things. I'm not quite sure if pipeline's open to the public or if it's still.
No, it's still AP, so I mean I can go on for AP. We went on earlier today. I'm just saying with these clouds, I thought maybe lightning was in the area.
Well, we were in a weather code, but not one that was bad enough to close down the roads.
Okay, so we're still in an okay mode.
To my knowledge, yeah.
All right,
Probably
I'll
they
take
probably
that.
Just went down for weather.
That's a positive attitude.
Maintenance.
Thanks, Haley. No, you're awesome. No worries. Hey, the next time we're here, this will be my first time all over again. I'm so excited. Thanks, Haley. All right. Well, you heard it here. Let's take a different way so we can see something new. Theater right across the way. So if you haven't noticed, when I first came here, this place was a disaster because I didn't know how to get from A to B to C and how to get around. The best thing that Pipeline did was turn this into almost a complete loop because it never really was. You had the theater over there. This kind of got you somewhere. You had to go left or right. This kind of got you to most rides left or right. It looks like this is the last group coming down and they're shutting it down. But I guess that means we'll just have to come back to SeaWorld. There is a craft beer festival starting in about, I don't know, a few weeks. So maybe we'll have to come back and do a little craft beer festival together. Go on all the roller coasters, have a good time. I'm very lucky where I have a lot of, how do I say this nicely? A lot of wonderful people who either know somebody and or work some here and or media people. Trying to think the right wording here. But a lot of people who are kind enough to maybe walk us to the front of some lines. So if we can come back and do the craft beer festival, I can show you some of the craft beers, show you some of the things we missed today, and also go on a lot more rides. Also, starting tomorrow is the SeaWorld Summer Spectacular, including Ignite, where they will be doing fireworks every night. It's either every night or every weekend night. I think it's every night though. Right here in this lagoon, which is across from Icebreaker. Hey, there he is. What's up? Good to see you again. The stage, which they did 100% a revamp on. That looks so much, it's so beautiful. It's such a great job. If you ever watched our crazy, and it was crazy, Christmas stream from here, where I'm dancing, doing cartwheels, pretending I'm a robot in a snow globe. This is where they have all those dancing Christmas trees right here. My concern now is I bought this beer because I wanted to slowly drink it while going up the observation tower and back down. But really, the only thing I think we should do left, the shows, most of the shows are done for the day. We'll have to come back and do this another day. The real objective today was Pipeline. So there's no better way to start and end the stream than with Pipeline. I should have just waited on the Bud Light. I got this because I thought I was going on it, but there's a great bar here. Look who it is. Hey, you guys know all the beer spots like me. How do you say like and subscribe? No, she's like, guys, I'm not getting paid. You know, it is what it is. High five. We're gonna go ride Pipeline. I love that you guys go to all the spots that I go to. For sure, please hit me up. I would love to hang out with you guys. Please, yeah, you'll have all my infos there on the YouTube channel. I don't even have cards on me, or else I give you one. But for sure, we'll hang out. This is another great craft beer bar that I would have grabbed a beer at. I grabbed this Bud Light because I thought I was going up on that tower. But anyway, let's go back to Pipeline. So yeah, this walkway never existed. This was just the dead end, and you would go across that bridge, and then you can go over to the Icebreaker bar, into the stadium, and now you have this walk around from the arena to Pipeline. And I have I have a full Bud Light. And I do want to try and beat some of these clouds because it's supposed to rain a little bit. We did start the stream a little later today because I saw a nice gap. I was tracking the radar. I've become like I said, not a big time, a minor league meteorologist. It's also cool. I've never been a cast member at Disney or Universal, and all of my friends have. And it's awesome. I've never been a cast member here either, but being a DJ here is I've got to go to a lot of the backstage areas. So it's been kind of neat. So what you're looking at is Pipeline straight ahead. You can see that loop of Pipeline. There's the arena. Icebreaker's the orange track. This big lake is where they shoot the fireworks, as well as they do the electric Christmas trees. That walkway used to be the main pathway in and out if you were doing the loop. That roof over there that kind of looks like Horizons, if you're a Disney fan, that's one of the stage arenas. That roller coaster and that right there is Mako. Mako technically is the tallest roller coaster here in Orlando, over 200 feet. I'm gonna get in line and let people pass me as I drink, just so we're guaranteed to get on. Again, I'm gonna have to show them my ticket, so thank you. For any reason, there's a quick skip in the live stream, you know why? I do really enjoy the theming a little bit. It's got this I grew up on Long Island, but like a Long Island but / Baywatch vibe. So glad I gotta chug this Bud Light before I go in the more intense version, which is the back. If you're just joining us, we're here at SeaWorld doing Pipeline, the surf coaster. We started the stream with it. We did the first row. And I asked the cast members or the team members here, what's better? They said front row's got great views, back row is more intense. So I said, all right, let's start with the front. We'll end with the rear. There's gonna be a little glitch here. I gotta show this my man the pass again. Hold on 1 second. Or it will work. There it is. It says 20, but last time 20 was a walk-on. I feel like 20 is if you want just the front row. And this has been a great use of space for them. This was space they weren't using. The other side of this green wall is literally the parking lot. So this land was being used for virtually nothing. But they've created a nice circle, a nice pattern around the park. All the straightaways here are along the parking lot, which is to my right. And then all the loops and stuff go out over land that wasn't being used at all, or the water. We're gonna go wait for the back row with this beer. They're gonna yell at me. But we'll let people ahead of us. Everyone's gonna want the front row. Again, no wait, 20 minutes. Every row is empty but the front. I'm going to the back, but I'll wait. I'll drink back there. Okay. Thanks. I got you. Yeah. So as you can see, they're also waiting for the back row. There's 12 rows on this ride. But what's nice, again, this opens to the public tomorrow. Right now, it is open to all pass holders. While I have this beverage, let me just say hi to some people in the chat, because I do have one big gulp left, but probably not best to chug the whole thing before going on a ride that goes upside down. Oh, Brianna, thanks. Says you're the man, Pete. Appreciate that, Brianna. It was great seeing you on our Patreon call the other night. For those that don't know, if you're on the, we have 3 tiers, but if you're on the top 2 tiers of the Patreon, we do a Zoom call once a month. Everyone's invited. We all hang out. You could find out what's coming up. You could ask me anything. We just talk. We hang out. You want merch, you not want merch, you want me to go to certain parks, you do not want me to go to certain parks. Am I doing something too much? Am I not doing enough of something? Do you have fresh new ideas? It's a lot of fun. I really, really enjoy our Zoom call. So thanks to everybody who's on the Zoom call this week. It was great. It's typically the last week of every month. Dawn says, I'm with Lauren. Beach time recharges my batteries. Jamie says, no beach for me. I hate the sand. It gets everywhere. It's possible to deal with. I'm in the middle of that. I don't mind too much sand. I just think it is frustrating that it's everywhere. But I'm about it every once in a while. Again, I grew up on Long Island, so I was always 20 minutes from a beach somewhere. It is nice that this is so empty where I just get to hang out in the corner, drink a beer, watch people go on the ride. Thanks everybody who hit that thumbs up. It really does help. And welcome to all the new subscribers. If you're brand new, please let me know. And if you're a new Patreon, please let me know. Thanks again to D-Lo, who's been pushing and promoting the stream all day. You're amazing. Thank you, D-Lo. I'm glad the picture got better. John Rockland, thank you. Appreciate that. My man Joe, thank you. Before I get on this ride, how is the picture now? Nate D, what's going on? Right now we are using just straight cell because the Wi-Fi does have hotspots here in the park. I'm not sure if this is one of them because it's a brand new attraction. Hi, Chris S. Hi, Mandy. Magical Mousers, you know it. Alyssa, thank you. Joe. Joe, I like that too. I never get to see it until I go back and watch, but whenever I leave the camera alone and people come on, They can do whatever they want. They're helping me keep my stream, camera, and equipment safe. So let them have some fun with it. As long as they're appropriate, I don't mind. Adam, the crowds are amazing. I will say May before Memorial Day weekend is a very, very empty time in Orlando across all the parks. The picture is meh. All right, let me just check this. Ready? All right, how is the picture now? We just went on to the Wi-Fi. Is the picture better or worse? It's the same? All right, well, there you go. So should we keep the Wi-Fi on or should we switch to no Wi-Fi? I had to take you out of the gimbal. We got to put everything in the basket. Pretty much the same. All right, so I'm going to go to no Wi-Fi because just in case it ducks out. Second, and pull you back out when we leave the attraction. Thanks, brother. Oh, God. Okay, Jacob. I'm not that thin.
Stand up front, open your arms, face forward, and keep your back head against the seat and headrest at all times.
I think I
It's time to turn into the power of the ocean button.
Let's go! Just started raining. So it just started raining. Oh God, here we go. You're gonna get me this time. Oh, the rain's hitting me in the face. Woo! We might be the last ride of the day. It's raining. Oh boy! Oh, it's in my eyes. It's in my eyes. Oh, airborne. Okay. Oh, the raindrops are whipping me in the face. That might have been the last ride of the day. I'm not even lying. I don't know if they're gonna run it like that again. That is, the rain has been whipping me in the eye. To give you an idea of where I was saying that they used literally the land right up against the parking lot. There's the fence, there's the parking lot, and there's the water right there. That rain is whipping me in the face. So if you want to see a full-on ride through, hold on, I gotta hide the camera. Be right back.
There's giant waves and lightning in the area. We should hang out on the shore and observe the weather pattern. Our surface instructors are around.
All right, hold on. I have thoughts. All right. Woo, whoa. Hold on one sec. I didn't even know they had a photo spot.
When I filmed myself this up the first time, I didn't want to go straight down.
All right, I'm putting this on to protect my eyes and face from the rain. It is starting to rain. So I'm gonna hustle towards the car, but let me show you what this looks like. There's a few cool things I didn't show you the first time. One, these do rise and fall with the ride, which is super cool as you go through. Not that you would notice because you're going so fast. Pipeline, I'm assuming he's telling people they can't get on. You can see the rain on the water. It's starting to come down. We got it just in time. What did I say about a pocket meteorologist? Said it was on its way. This is gonna be the last ride. I have missed my calling. I'm just kidding. I'd rather be here with you than calling the weather in front of a green screen. I get to call the weather right here. It's fuzzy probably because it's raining. Do you want me to try to switch to the Wi-Fi? I'll try to switch to the Wi-Fi. This is no Wi-Fi. Are you ready? Hold on. This is with Wi-Fi, but you have to refresh. All right, this is with Wi-Fi. You have to refresh if you haven't hit refresh because your screen will stay on the same thing. Oh, it's starting to come down harder. Oh boy, look at this water. I'm gonna give you my full review of both front, back, riding it twice, the intensity. Just want to try to get as close to the car as possible because it's going to downpour. And right now it's raining. I would say a normal rain. It's not a drizzle, it's raining. But it's not an Orlando downpour, that's what I'm afraid of. Because then I have to kill the stream or find refuge. Yeah, you can hear it. Here it comes. Yeah, here it comes. I wish I could show you those dolphins because they're really excited about the rain. But we need to find refuge. Stat, it is only getting heavier by the second. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. Let's go, let's go. Get him up, get him up. Get him up, get him up. All right, we're in a store, we're in a store. Oh, this poor woman. Baby strapped to her, 2 kids. Oh my God. All right. We got to talk about SeaWorld. We got to talk about Pipeline, both editions. Talk about it there at SeaWorld. And wrap this up. Give you guys all the info you need. Because I'm hoping that's why you watch. You want to, obviously, or you just like watching my nonsense. Or you want to learn something, which I try to do both. All right, here's SeaWorld. We're going to make a run for it. Here we go. Little lull in the rain, lull in the rain. Orlando's so weird. If you're not from here, it could be downpouring 40 feet away from you and a light sprinkle next to you. It's the strangest thing. I have watched curtains come across of complete downpours, and then it's as if, oh, what rain? You're crazy. You're crazy.
Let's go over here for a sec. Whew. All right, a lot of people will be coming through because this is the exit. But let's just do a quick little recap. Pipeline, back row. One, the minute our train took off, I started feeling droplets. I put the angle on myself. And then when we took off, I was catching rain to the eyeball like it was nobody's business. It was wild. Also, but I was still so happy because I'm like, we made it on the ride. So it didn't shut down. We accomplished our goal. We rode the first row when we got here, the last row when we left. I did have the option for the very last row. I chose the 11th of the 12th, just in case I wanted to face forward because you have more viewage, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, if you're on like an Expedition Everest or any other coaster, they go in sets of 2. So I was still in the last set of rows, but I wasn't the last row. It's essentially the same exact thing. Definitely more intense. I felt more pressure on the up and down on that, we'll call it undercarriage control bar. But you do get a lot more air time. You feel the turns a lot more. You do feel more of the ride in the back. If I had to choose, I think the front row would be where I'm at. Now, and at Disney, I tell everybody the truth, and Universal tell everybody the truth. This is very close. I don't think this is a ride where it's gonna matter too much. Some rides it really does, like Slinky Dog, you want the back. What are some of the rides that really matter? I don't know, I can't think of any off the top of my head because I'm watching people walk by that I know, and I think they're gonna come up and say hi, and I'm preparing for it. But they're waving, so. Some rides are really, really good up front. Some rides are really, really good in the back. Like Rock and Roller Coaster, doesn't matter because you're gonna get launched the whole way. Some rides where it's a late drop-in, like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you wanna be in the back because that first row is already halfway down the drop before the drop kicks in. So let's say you want Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Disney World with your kids and they're afraid of roller coasters, sit up front because they're only gonna get half of the drop. But if let's say you love coasters, sit in the back, you'll get a full drop. This and a lot of launch coasters, it doesn't really matter. This one matters a little bit. The front row is super cool because you get to see it and you still get, I want to say 80% of the thrills. They're just not as aggressive as the back row. Now, I'm not saying the back row is super uncomfortable. There was 1 or 2 where I was like, ugh. But it wasn't like I couldn't walk or like I need to talk to a manager. You just get a little bit of that when you land on that 4-inch platform in the undercarriage area. I was a little more comfortable up front. I got to see more things. I got to have a good time. So for me, Pipeline, try to aim for somewhere towards the front, if not the exact front row. And that's why I think you saw today is that there was always 6 to 8 to 10 people waiting for the front row, and then rows 4 through 10 were completely empty. And then 11, 12 had a few people because it's just more intense back there. You get that little bit of a whip at the end. Which if you're a coaster lover, you want some of that, you know, a little bit of that intensity. So overall, if we're just talking about Pipeline, great day. We got to do it twice. If you came in late, if you didn't get to see the whole thing, we started the stream in the front row. We ended the stream in the back row. We did get to do some other things. A lot of it today was kind of a really fun just hangout. We will be back at SeaWorld very soon. Like I said, I just renewed my pass for a year as gold starting yesterday. So we got, what's up? Yeah, I like that. He said, subscribe to that channel. We're live right now. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Got to get the younger audience, you know? Although I literally make all of my videos not suitable for younger ages just because it's easier and I don't have to like parent. But we are a family-friendly channel. We try not to curse. Sometimes it happens. We have some alcoholic beverages. We don't recommend everybody drink, and we know it's not for everybody. And for those who don't, good for you. You are saving so many calories and bad decisions. Be proud of yourself. Let's just talk about the day overall because I do have to run to the car and I have a ton to do tonight. And this stream ran way longer than I thought. Let me just say, I loved our hangout today. I loved us talking. Yeah, you want to be in it?
Yeah.
What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Kay. I'm from Florida. This is great.
This is great. You like the rain in Florida?
England.
Yes.
You're
Where
from
I've grown.
England?
Yes, but I
Wait.
grew up in Florida.
All right. What part of Florida?
Orlando, Florida.
I'm actually from New York. I lied, actually.
Oh, well, I'm from New York.
Oh,
what part of New York?
I'm from Albany.
Oh, so you're not from New York. You're from upstate. Oh my God! Come on. No, I do love Albany though. Where in Albany? I know Albany. I used to hang out at Albany Pump House. I go to all like
Downtown.
I used to hang out with the Rensselaer kids and stuff like that. Yeah.
You're in there. You're a real one. Okay.
I know a little bit, but I'm from the 5 boroughs, so.
Oh, you're from like.
But I still love Albany. You know, we gotta represent the capital.
Exactly.
You know.
We are the star on the map.
You are the star on the map. So we have the capital of New York, who lied and said she was from Florida.
Yeah.
We have a Floridian who said she was England and said, no, but I'm really
No,
Florida.
she's from England.
Anybody else want to make up a place you're from and just talk about it?
Make up?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You asked the question, I answered it. But enjoy
Where do you live and where are you from?
I was born on a military Air Force base in Idaho. I was there for 2 weeks.
My dad's Air Force.
Okay.
Well, sorry, my dad just died, but he. No, I mean, I don't mean to be sad. Like, literally just passed. I'm processing it, but like, I'm proud that you grew up on an Air Force base in Idaho. But where do you live now?
I didn't grow up in an Air Force base. I don't know my father. That's okay.
Oh,
It's
but
okay.
where do you live now?
I live here in Orlando. I've been a resident for like 2 years with my boyfriend, but I'm originally from Sarasota County.
Oh, nice. Love Sarasota. They got a circus museum.
Yes.
Beautiful little mangroves that you could kayak through.
Yeah.
I know about Sarasota.
Yes.
Come on. This is a
Yes,
New Yorker telling you about this.
Well, he's from upstate too. He's from Whitby.
Wait, what part of upstate? Binghamton. Oh, Binghamton. All right. So, yeah, I mean, this guy loves women, loves education. No, we love Binghamton. Binghamton's great, too. Love all the New York. What a nice... How'd you guys all become friends?
We work together at Hampton Social. You should totally come.
Where do you work?
Hampton Social. It's on my drive.
It's on our
Damn,
drive.
that's crazy. I
gotta
DJ'd
come
in the
see us.
Hamptons for years.
Hampton Social.
Yeah, I mean, I already told the channel, so they know, but like, I used to open for like Avicii, Marshmallow. I lived in the Hamptons. I lived in the Hamptons, like in New York.
Oh, then you gotta come to the Hamptons.
So if I come and I can say what's up to you guys, we can hang out. Maybe I'll do a little celebrity night. But first of all, I just want to come and drink and hang out. Yeah, just one night. Maybe I just pop in. We do a little something.
Bartender man, I got you, man.
Yeah, well, I'll get you one shot.
All right, wait. So what are your names so I can watch this back and actually remember? What
April, like the month.
April, like the month. I mean, thank God you said that.
Ty.
Ty, love that. Like the shirt.
K like the letter.
What?
K like the letter.
K like the letter. I thought you said K like the glitter, and I'm like,
No.
there's glitter named K. And your name?
I'm Taylor. Like,
And Taylor.
Tay.
Yeah, like I think there's some musician who does concerts. She's cool too. Well, it was very nice
She's
meeting you.
better than
All right, I'm coming to Hampton Social.
What is your name?
Yeah.
My name is Peter. I'm sorry. I've been very. Let me. We were saying we're in the middle of our send off. I'm sorry. We're live. We're live. Yeah, because this is live. We're all live right now.
You tell them.
So sorry about everything. None of that's gonna get it out. Normally we edit, but today was pipeline, and we were like, we got to do pipeline.
Enjoy it. Make sure that everyone else comes to Hampton Social.
Everyone, we're going to Hampton Social. As a matter of fact,
on iDrive, Orlando, Florida.
how about this? I do events. On one of our next events, we're gonna do a whole night at Hampton Social. We're gonna go out.
I like that.
We're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna go test it out and find out about this group, though.
All
All right, you guys are amazing. Yeah, cheers. Get home safe. Have a good one. All right, there you go. This is Adventures by Carney. This is what you get here when you watch the channel. Anyway, great day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I don't know. The Thumbnail Head Pipeline, we did it twice. We had a great talk. We got to walk around. We got to show you the park. There'll be a lot more SeaWorld coming your way. There's always a lot of random stuff just like that here on the channel. So you want to make sure you subscribe, get that bell on, hit all notifications. Again, I don't spam, I don't ask for money, I don't ask for anything like that. All I say is if you do want to support the channel, I love that. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/Adventures by Carney. Again, not me asking for money, I'm just asking if you want to support, that's cool. Yeah, we have a Venmo, we have PayPal, all that. I don't talk about all that the entire stream. What I would love for you to do is check out our amazing Discord, completely free, best group of people on the internet. Follow me on my socials, see what I do in between streams. Tonight might be a little crazy. Tonight, I'm doing a beer tasting with some of the people you love. You'll know if you're in the Discord. I am going to the Bert Kreischer The Machine premiere
with a live broadcast from Bert Kreischer, the machine himself, in theaters at AMC over at Disney. So I'll probably do something like that on my socials. So there's a lot happening tonight. It's going to be a ton of fun. Here they are. Socials, at Official Carney on Instagram, at Your WDW Guy on Twitter. Adventures by Carney is the TikTok. Adventures by Carney is the Patreon. Again, the Discord's listed down below. I cannot thank you all enough for watching. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time today. I've really missed you. We've been trying to do this for the last 2 days, and the weather has been like this, but we beat it. We got it all in. We did what we had to do. Whew. That's it. All I have to say is be kind to one another. I'll see you real soon. And I don't know, maybe I'll be live tomorrow. Who knows? I hope you got that bell on with all notifications. I love you guys. Again, spread that kindness around the world. We need more of it. You're amazing. I gotta go. I gotta beat this rain. It's getting harder again. All right. See you real soon. Love you. Bye.